Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you doing out there in YouTube land? Bless up Odell. Odell is all happy. Is big side, no, is expensive size is now side is up to fourth. So he's happy. Bless up Cordis. How are you doing? Hope things are going well. For those of you who are the anti-Arsenal fans, I think we're going to disappoint you this year, you know. Definitely going to disappoint you because we're here to win a title. Now, Man City is becoming very ominous, which is not a good thing, but we're here to win a title. And we're going to do our best to win. So let me just give the starting lineup, and then we'll touch upon the games played earlier, and then talk about team. We have Ryan for Arsenal. We go through Ryan goal. White Saliba is backed. He's been injured for a while. And Cappy and Timber. I guess Timber will be playing left back. And it's just really interesting that we're playing Timber instead of Lewis Kelly. But he has struggled mightily of late. We have our regular midfield there, except Odegaard is on the bench. So I think Arteta is doing a lot of rotating. He has Rice, Duamendi, and Eze. And then Saka, Martinelli, and Gokares. So Manueki is also on the bench. And I guess now, nobody's game is really a surety. I'd say apart from my two center-half and Timber. Even to me, Saka, even though he's been great for Arsenal over the years and people say he's the best player, I think Madueke offers something different. So we'll see how that works out. I would predict that by the end of this year, Jesus will start the center forward. I watched Jesus against Club Brugge the other day. Class is class, people. Quality and class is class. And Gokares has been like the Titanic. I know we paid a lot of money for him, but he looks non-existent. Now, he may come good, but he was a championship player. When Portugal did well, come back, big money move, big salary. He's just not... There's no differentiating quality so far. I don't want to go off too early because you want to give people a chance to really do well, but I don't know. Now, this Wolves team has Johnston in goal, Doherty, Mosquera. That's not Mosquera from Arsenal, people. That's Mosquera from Wolves. Agbadu, Toti, Wolf, what's that? Krejci, Andre, Gomez, Wang, and Strand Larson, who almost had a big money move to Newcastle that didn't materialize over the summer. But it should be an interesting game. Wolves only has, 2 points? So we'll see how that works out. Let's go to, let me just remove this. Let's go to the games played today and the upcoming games. I think I'm 3-0 today, actually. I was looking at my sheet. But Chelsea beat Everton 2-0. Everton got chances. Chelsea played well. Palmer is back. They gave him about 60 minutes. As usual, he scored. Looks good. Played more right, actually. So I'm not sure what happened to the Wonder Kid. Estevao, if they don't play Palmer in the 10, but we'll see what happens. Liverpool won. First goal was a giveaway. Brighton had chances, but Liverpool came through and Salah got to play today and look halfway decent and running back playing defense. So maybe being bench helps, actually. Fulham beat Burnley. Interesting game. They haven't been Burnley at home since they've never been Burnley at home. First time ever. So good word for Fulham. And then the Arsenal, the leader of the Premier League, no matter what you want to think and say, we're in first place, playing Wolves or in last place. So should be interesting, actually. If we go to the table, as you can see from the table here, Arsenal has 33 points, Man City lurking behind us 31, Aston Villa 30, they beat us last week, and Chelsea 28. If we win today, we go 36, still top, 5 points ahead. But then if Man City beat Crystal Palace tomorrow, they'll go back in second place. And Liverpool has screwed up to 26, so they're 7 points behind us. Depends on how it comes today's game. We'll see how that goes. Conrad Smith, bless up Conrad. What does Merino has to do for a starting spot? It's about pedigree, people. It's about pedigree. He's not a center forward. He's played well there. He's deputized well there, but he's not a starter in this team. Good player, not a starter. The starting lineup, and see Trossard's on the bench. So he's really tinkering with the team. I think he's trying to find what his best team is. And Wolves give him a chance to play some players. He probably should have started Jesus today, frankly. But he's starting his, I don't know if it's the best midfield because it's probably his best scoring midfield because Eze is a much better scorer than Odegaard. The problem is Odegaard dominates the ball, but we're not seeing end product. That's part of the problem. He looks good. He passes well. He's always on the ball. He touches the ball a lot. He doesn't really give it away. But then he doesn't put the ball in the goal either. I can't tell when last he scored a goal from open play. Eze has not found form since he's been with us. Now, the goal tally make it seem better than he really is. Scored against his own team, scored 3 against Spurs, but he has not put himself in position, like Odegaard, to touch the ball a lot. Now, he's closer to the goal, so he'll score more goals than Odegaard. Or Odegaard thinks he has to get involved, and goal scoring may not be his forte. But Eze has to touch the ball more. And probably more from deep to play it over to Martinelli, for example, running on. So there's competition in places. Trossard can replace Martinelli in time. Gokares can be now replaced by Jesus, and we still have Havertz to come back. Saka can be replaced by Madueke. Eze by Odegaard. Zubimendi by Rice or Norgard. Rice by Merino. Timber White by Lewis Kelly or the Italian. I don't know why his name is slipping me now. And then in the back, Gabriel has been out for a while. And Mosquera is out for a while. So it should be interesting now going forward, given that we have so much options. And then I didn't talk about people like Nwaneri, who's on the bench today, but probably will go out on loan out in January because he needs to play football. Yeah, I heard Bobby scored. I heard Campbell scored. I heard Russell scored today. So at least they're getting playing time to be able to score. That still ain't going to help them against Congo. Sorry. I don't want to get too negative, but Congo are different animal, people. We need if we want to play against Congo, we need better players. I won't go to Jamaica football today, but if you want to beat Congo and get to the World Cup, which is a monumental task, you ain't doing it with this midfield. That's for sure. Not at all. Midfield is not good enough. You need quality players. And by the way, thanks to those people who have been subscribing to the channel of late. It's going up there. I am probably 190 away from 7,000. So people, if you haven't subscribed and have other people subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Some people like what I talk about. So if you like it and you want to get your friends involved and everybody's involved. And if you want to become a member of the channel, it's cheap. Might charge $103. I think $2.99. So make sure every day with your change. So just come member to the channel. When I get to a certain number, and I've said that number yet, I'm gonna start doing members only stuff actually, or do member stuff first and then pass out to the general populace. So, but we are 20 minutes from game time. Looking forward to the game. I think our best team is we put Timber at right back, Califieri at left back, same midfield, and maybe Jesus and Trossard. That's probably the best team. I think Odegaard is the captain and he plays well and he's brilliant on the ball, but You need outcome in there. Our center forward is not hitting the ball off the cover. Saka is not being great. Saka has 7 goals, I think, and 2 assists this season. I hear people killing Salah. I think has 5 goals, 3 assists. I think because maybe Saka has 7 goals and 4 assists, something like that. But his numbers aren't that better than Salah, and people saying Salah is having a horrible year. So you know what standard Salah has set so far. My biggest thing with my team is not our starting lineup or our bench or the quality of what we have. It's the manager. My biggest thing is the manager. I think our manager seems to be brilliant on the practice field, brilliant in training, brilliant setup. His game management is atrocious. And I was talking to a coach this morning about this, who didn't disagree, a very good coach, by the way, who didn't disagree, an unknown coach, who didn't disagree with my assessment of the game against Villa, which is, if you are playing a team and they're exposing something against you and it's so obvious, you have to change. So he made a mistake of putting Eze on the left, which he shouldn't have done. Eze is not a left winger. I know he played out at hybrid left for Palace. That's not what you do at Arsenal. Different system, different team, different players. But then also, they're playing the ball through the lines. They're beating the first and second defense easily, and you still have the same formation, the same pressing, and your pressing is ineffective. And your back four is exposed because the same back four you've been using, you have a lot of players out. And this back four is not as competent as the back four you traditionally have, who can play one-on-one, who have no problems marking. They can play Haaland one-on-one, both Gabriel and Saliba. That's not normal. And you still play the same formation, the same system, the same pressing for the entire game, and it wasn't working. You weren't turning them over except maybe for once. So why would you not change? Why would you say, no, let's start the pressing 10 yards in our half or 10 yards in there, 10 yards from the half line against them? Same old thing, same outcome. And then Villa just played through us continually, and you didn't change it. And I've seen over the last 4 or 5 years, since I've been assessing his game management, I am less than impressed. Very good manager in terms of the training field, and good coach, I should probably say. His game management is atrocious. And if anything is going to cost us the title, it's his game management. Remember last year we were in City, and we went in City 1-0, and Trussell got a yellow card at halftime, and he had them playing low block, but not just roll back, playing low block from the 18 down to your goal. Any Premier League player can score from outside the 18. If you're going to play low block, create a space between the goalkeeper and the 18 so that there's space in between there. Your goalkeeper can cover that space, and you push them further upfield. So, and I know that, people tell us that YouTubers don't know football, but I keep telling people it ain't rocket science. It ain't rocket science. Arsenal plays Haaland one-on-one. I don't know what you're talking about. Gabriel plays Haaland one-on-one. Saliba plays Haaland one-on-one. We dominate Haaland in most time. He scored against us, but the way they used to beat us was they used to play De Bruyne in the 10, which we didn't adjust to. He gets behind the CDM. Last time I came to the Emirates before this year, they played the ball over to De Bruyne, who then find Haaland running off one of them. We play him one-on-one. And this year we played him one-on-one. He did score on a counter. They played low block against us this year. What are you talking about, Odell? Are you not watching the football? But looking forward to the team warming up, looking forward to the game. And Cape getting a lot of game time. By the way, and Cape comes from Independiente. You hear me talking about that in terms of the model that Jamaica should think about following or emulating as you think about building out the football and developing players. In Cape, Caicedo, the twins that Arsenal just bought, all come from the same club, Independiente in Ecuador. But Cape has played well. Obviously, we don't have Mascara anymore. He's out for a while. So we've had a lot of injuries. People say we complain about injuries, but at one point, our 3 center forwards were out. And now we have 3 center half off. Saliba is back. And I don't see Calafiori in the bench today, so that means he must have some injury. Otherwise, he'd be on the bench. And he didn't start the game against Club Brugge, so he may not. Calafiori is very injury prone. Now, for Wolves, they've had a tough season. Like a ridiculous season. When you've played, how many games have Wolves played? 15 games and you have 2 points? You have lost 13. It says it all. And all you see for Wolves, put this up. All you see for Wolves is wait, this is ugly. I can put this up, people. All you see for Wolves is you see those red things? Those are losses. It's embarrassing. If you're the coach, it's not a good look. All them red you see there is loss for Wolves at the bottom. Not a good look, Wolves. And by the way, I have a special affinity for Wolves. Some people say Wolves should be my team. I was born in Wolverhampton, so I'm always looking at what Wolves is doing. But I don't own them. I'm an Arsenal fan, but it's unfortunate the way things are going for Wolves. Very unfortunate. And I think they're going to go down. Well, not think. I know they're going to go down. Because I think Burnley and Wolves will go down. The question is, will they be joined by Leeds, Nottingham Forest, or West Ham? I think Nottingham Forest have some quality, but they have struggled. They have 8 losses already, just like Leeds and just like Brentford. Except Brentford only has 1 draw, and draws are important. So, and Sunderland has run away 23 points. They only need to get about maybe 15 more, and they're safe. You need about 38 points to be safe. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying this, and I'll say it more and more again, which is if you're a professional footballer, your obligation is to yourself and your family, not to any fan, not to any country, not to any club. Because when you're not playing well, or when they no longer have use for you, they just chew you up and spit you out. They don't give a damn about fans don't care about players. They care about what the players do for them. There's a difference. They don't care about players. They don't care about the players, their feelings, their mental health. They don't give a darn. All fans want is to make sure they feel good about their team, that their team is successful with a club or country. So if you're a player, you got to take care of number one first, and then everything else. Don't let fans pressure you to do things that are going to be contrary to your own health or your own individual success or your family, depending on you and you doing well. I am not. I may complain as a fan of teams or a country and will criticize players and say they shouldn't play, but their obligation is to themselves and their family. Not to me, not to any fan, not to any team. That's my view. One thing I mentioned, some people, I've got about 3 or 4 people sent me the interview that Rudolph Speed had with a radio station in Jamaica, which I found interesting. And people say it's a very good interview. And he was okay. I think it's Richard B. Radio or something. He asked him some of the questions we should ask. But it's not you ask me the nature of the question, it's how you ask the question, how you position the question. If I give you an example. If I said, oh, you've had some conflicts, and what do you think about the conflicts you've had? Because the conflicts have been, you've been the JFF technical director and you're the JFF coach. What is that? And you're like, oh, everybody has conflicts. Donald Trump has conflicts. Why did I mention his name? Anyway, the president of the United States have conflict. I get in trouble when I do that, people. Have conflict, and the prime minister and his wife or the speaker or whatever is have conflict, and he mentioned all these things. And it seemed like he satisfied the audience. And I smiled because I would have repositioned the question. My question would have been, the conflict has been something that's been going around for a while, that you're conflicted as relates to your position in football. And let me explain to you why that may be concerning. You're the chief technical committee. You're the technical advisor. You're now the interim coach. You're the one who helps select the coach. You're the owner of Cavaliers. You're the sporting director of Cavaliers. You're the coach of Cavaliers. Has there ever been any case in world football where the person on the board of the organization, the head of the technical committee organization, the coach of the organization, is also the owner of a club, the coach of a club? And then, because I hear, oh, we have a conflict register and FIFA audited it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to disclose what I was told, but we have been a little bit disingenuous when we talk about that. Whoever is answering the question, you've been disingenuous, and you know you are. I would have loved to get that interview to ask those questions, because I want to go into this on Arsenal program, but it's not. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm partly culpable." Well, let's get into what you're culpable. But anyway, we're here to talk about Arsenal. 200 position that was successful. No, I will tell you that he won 3 Premier League titles and came second one. So he's successful in Jamaica football in the Bush League. It is a Bush League, by the way. For those of you who listen to some people talking about League Two in it's a Bush League. I was told, should I say this? I was told that the former coach of the Jamaica national team believes that the JPL is no better than the National League in England. And by the way, the National League is not part of the top 4 leagues. That's what I was told. But anyway, we're back for Arsenal. I'm looking forward to today's game. I'm looking forward to Jesus getting a lot of time. I know the coach want to play Gogorez because we got to satisfy the 50-something million we pay or 6-something million, but Gogorez, you have not impressed me. And even with Gogorez and Isak, Sweden finished way down the pack, probably last in their World Cup qualifying group. So I don't know. I hope Gogorez come good because he's physical. I watched him play in the Champions League last year against City. He looked good. But he's not. He just doesn't seem like he's on the field when he's playing. He can't hold the ball up. He's getting bullied by defenders. You know, he's big and physical. And he used to bully defenders last year, so I have no idea what's happening. But looking forward to today's game. Hopefully we dispatch Wolves early so we get rid of the anxiety and then get the subs on to enjoy themselves. The only good thing is that when the subs come on, there's no real drop in quality. Some people believe Madueke is up there with Saka. Different attributes, but it's not materially different. Trossard is as good or better than Martinelli. Odegaard can be classed up with Eze. Eze is a better goal scorer, but Odegaard is more on the ball. Jesus is probably better than Gokores, frankly. I think Zuba is better than Norgard. And then we have Nwaneri, who's a very good player, but can't get enough playing time. And Merino may not be Rice, but he's a good player. Now, the view is that I hear a lot of people in England talk about Rice as the best midfielder in world football, much less the Premier League. I don't agree with that. No, I think Rice is a brilliant worker, right? He's decent he's good on set pieces, not necessarily scoring them, like he did against Madrid last year, but getting the ball on a dime to its spot. But what he does really well, he covers a lot of ground. But he's not the best passer. He's not the best in getting by his man. He doesn't bamboozle people. He doesn't play the ball between the lines with those deft passes that Odegaard does. He's a very, very good player. I think you can look at the Premier League in terms of who you guys think is the best midfielder in the Premier League. I want to hear this before I go out and give my perspective. And that's what he should say as a coach. He can't tell us what to do. By the way, people, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Arteta can say what he wants to say. He can't tell us what to do. You don't pay our bills. Everybody should leave him alone. That's not even the right thing to say, actually. We should say it's still early or something and give an opportunity to get in, to get acclimated, and he'll come good because I see him in practice. He looks good. Don't tell people leave him alone because we leave him alone. We criticize everybody. We talk about everybody. We give flowers to who deserves the flowers, so don't say that. No, the best midfielder in the Premier League. Won't go in the world yet. The Premier League. Who's the best midfielder in the Premier League? In your eyes. In terms of how you want to define best midfielder. Because there are a lot of attributes, right? People play different positions. 6, 8, 10. Those are the 3. I'm not talking about wingers who also need to be midfielders nowadays. Who you believe is the best midfielder in the Premier League today? And that opens up a lot, because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of them. Like in the old days, we had De Bruyne, and Man City had 3 or 4. De Bruyne and Silva and a bunch. Just Man City. Before that, the Arturs of the world. I don't know. Chelsea had the Fabregas. There's a lot of midfielders that come to have been brilliant. Who you guys think is the best midfielder in the Premier League? Just one, people, not 3. Jesus. We're not asking for position. Just overall, who you think is the best midfielder? Or they'll give me 3. Obviously, Chelsea might have to be in there. Who do you think is the best midfielder in the Premier League? Yeah, Foden does play the 10. Maddison is out for the year, so don't count Maddison there because he may never be the same given his ACL injury. Some people, just jot it down. Who do you think is the best midfielder in the Premier League? In England, they say it's Rice. Ola says Foden. Well, Foden has been poor for about a year. He just hit form in the last 4 or 5 games, scoring a lot of goals. Pep rave about him historically, but he has been poor for England actually. But he's been good for Man City. So Odell went on a limb and says Foden. Anybody else? Chorus, what are your thoughts? Uptown, what are your thoughts? Conrad, what are your thoughts? Best midfielder in the Premier League. And there are a few of them. If you think about all the teams, think about Chelsea, probably mainly Caicedo because I think Fernandez is okay. Odell says Gravenberg. So Odell can't make his mind up. Foden, Gravenberg, Caicedo, Madison. I think Gravenberg. Gravenberg is a good player. I have my view in terms of, and when I think about best, I'm thinking about all the attributes you require for a midfielder, and does the person exhibit them on the field, and how well do they do them? The teams are in the tunnel. We have 4 minutes before game time. And they're walking out. I think I may be a little bit slower because I'm using a feed versus traditional satellite TV. 3:37 before game time. Should be a good game. Looking forward to it. Arsenal versus Wolves. Wolves at the bottom of the table. Arsenal top of the table. So first versus last. One thing I can say in England, those fields are immaculate. Immaculate. The field is just beautiful, but it rains a lot in England, so you should see great vegetation, a lot of greenery throughout the entire country. That's the most melancholy country I've ever been to. Wet. Really have sun. Sun in June, July, and part of August. That's it. Nobody else have a view on the best midfielder in the Premier League? Only Odell? Gravenberg. Gravenberg has been good. I'm not sure he's the best midfielder. Let's see what Arsenal do today. We need to score quick and early. I hope Saka stop playing selfish. I know people don't agree with me on this, but I think he's been trying to score from impossible angles of late. And he's the captain today. Because the captain when Odegaard's not on the field, he has to operate accordingly. He needs to feed Gokares. Gokares he's in the middle of the goal. He'll put it on his head. He scored a header the other day. He'll try to score. He's a goal scorer, even though the other components of his game haven't come across yet. But he's a goal scorer, so we need to ensure that he gets the service. I haven't seen him get a situation where he's been put through on goal or he gets a shot in a good place. So somebody like Eze beats somebody, set him up, and he gets a chance to shoot. I haven't seen that. And we're talking about he's played quite a few games so far. That's not a good look. But we should be, Wolves has no more Cunha, any of those good players that they have. And what's his name? Emaneri? Not Emaneri. And Nori. Who was that City? They have sold a lot of their players. So I'm not sure why you sell your players and knowing that if you do so and you don't replace them with better players, you may end up getting relegated, which then costs you a lot of money. Don't give you the same ability to generate the funds you need. But they've been in the Premier League for a little while now, but look like they're going south, which is back down to the Championship, place they know really well. So looking forward to the game. Hopefully we play expansive football, which we normally try to do anyway. Saliba is back, so that should be good. I think Gabriel should be back at least by next month. So we have that partnership back, and hopefully they stay injury-free. I would love all the teams to stay injury-free for the season. If we do, if everyone does, I think Arsenal has the best squad. Even though Man City squad is not bad, people. When you bring in Savino and Mamouche off the bench and all those players they bring off the bench, it's not a bad team. And Turkey and Haaland and Doku up front. Turkey and Doku may not be great goal scorers, but they are brilliant on the ball. and create opportunities for Haaland. So it'll be tough for Arsenal this year. And City doesn't even have a Rodri back. So it's going to be an interesting season for us. I thought Man City would drop off this year and we would just run away with the title. We have only, we've dropped points in our last 3 of the last 5 games, dropped points against Sunderland, Chelsea, and lost to Villa. So that's not a good look. Not a good look at all. All right, I think I was in the wrong place. Let me go to 550 and bring the game in. The game started. I didn't realize that actually I was on NBC versus where the game was on. I saw Wolves the other day, and they were horrendous defensively, wide open. You could just walk through them. So let's see if that's the case today against us, because team play different against us. And I think the Belgrade, they're Mexican, the Haitian, who actually is with Haiti at the World Cup. He, I think, he got injured in the last game. So even though I put him on my thumbnail, I know he got injured. Free kick to Arsenal, foul on Martinelli. We're in the first minute. Score tied at 0. Arsenal versus Wolves. And there should be another set piece for Rice, I would hope. We have no Gabriel. That's part of the problem we have, people. We have no Gabriel. Gabriel gets his head on about 90% of the ball that comes in the box. So when he's not there, set pieces are just normal. Nothing special. So you can see it's individual players that drive somebody. It's not just the strategy and the system that you deploy. We have 5 people at the back post. Why don't I look at a set piece sometimes? We have nobody stay at the back post. They all run to the front post in the middle of the goal. One person should stay back, a couple go near post, and 2 go middle. And they have Saka staying back as if he has any height. A poor kick by Rice. I think Lewis Kelly's falling further and further down the list. So we're playing what? Are we playing? Let me just see this setup. Is Ben White at center half and we playing? I'm not sure we're doing. No, Ben White's supposed to be a right back. Let me reset how this is set up. And this is what Gokar has done today. He needs to get in the game. He needs to produce. If you're the Wolves manager and Middlesbrough doing well that you left, Wolves must be paying you a lot of money and giving you a lot of guarantee for you to take the Wolves job. Martinelli looked like he may be through. Try to play the ball over. Wolves having a one-on-one. Good cover by Nkape. We're at home, people. Wolves shouldn't be keeping the ball for 5 seconds against us when we're at home. I don't think we're not a dominant home team. We come to the Emirates and get comfortable. So Timbers at center back with Saliba. So they were playing on the left. And we're playing Nkape at left back. Even that Calafiore is out. Maybe he wants to do it where he has 3 center halves in the game. And Ben White used to play center half at one point. And CDM. Arsenal trying to go forward. Oh, that's a foul on Martinelli. That's not good. Got hit in the face. I don't know why Martinelli does that. Why do you have to stop the ball all the time? Why don't you just dip your right shoulder and go left? Why do you have to stop the ball? He does the same thing to BPB. He hit the ball on both feet. He hit the ball on left to right foot and goes nowhere with it. With your speed, you just have to dip right and go left, freeze the defender and keep going. Free kick to Arsenal. We are in the 6th minute. Score tied at 0. We have to beat Wolves today. We can't play with Wolves. We didn't go long. Go back to Rice. You need to put it in now. Ball out to Saka. Saka should go wide. With Saliba back to cross by Arsenal. Play in the box. Out of bounds. Not a corner. Looks like a corner to Arsenal. Yes, a corner to Arsenal. I think Andre played that out. I need to see Eze in the game, though. I need to get Eze in the game. He's on the periphery of the game a lot. I'm not Leighton. I don't know why you come. It's too early to start drinking, Leighton, especially where you live. I mean, it's too early to start drinking. Why are we drinking so early? It's not good. It's only midday. Oh, I guess it's 3 o'clock. I guess it's afternoon. I'm predicting 3-0 today. Eze to Zuamende, out to Nkape. Should just go wide. Or is it Saliba to White? Why is White doing on the left? Rice out to Zuamende, out to Saka. You have 1-on-1 Saka. You must get beat him 1-on-1. Far post now. Good ball to far post. Headed over the bar by Timber. Timber seemed to find himself in the middle of the park a lot nowadays. As the right back, that's really interesting. The other day took a goal off Gokares against Chelsea, actually. And he's in the same place Gokares. He's taking up space that Gokares is supposed to be in. I don't think that's a good strategy. If he's going to be there, he needs to be more to the right, to the far post, versus right in Gokares' path. Arsenal coming forward. It's a foul, referee. No? Arsenal really pressing deep. Guess we have no respect for Wolves' ability to play out of the press, like Villa did against us. We have to get the ball out of Watkins the entire game without any pressure. Arsenal coming forward. We're in the 8 minutes of play or 9 minutes. Score tied at 0. White to Saka. Saka being shadowed by 2 people. That looked like a foul. Being held. Saka does a good job of shooting the ball, though. He does that brilliantly. I think it's something that other kids should look at. How well he sits down on the play and shoots the ball. Our set pieces are not working nowadays, people, because we have no Gabriel. Very obvious. So now we're going short versus going far post all the time. We have 5 people at the far post. I hope we have people back to defend if they catch us and make sure we don't get caught in transition. I'll probably play the Saka and go by the first defender. Looks like he's going in the middle. So poor touch by Ben White. I don't know why Wolves slow the play down. They have a chance to attack and they slow the play down. Allow us to get back. That was an awful decision by Ben White. Wolves coming forward. They look decent so far. and playing away from home. They're keeping the ball quite a bit. Has Gokares touched the ball yet? We're 10 minutes in. I don't think he's touched the ball as yet. I don't know how we're playing with Gokares like this. Is it the midfield? Is it the forward? What's the story? He's not getting touches. We haven't created one chance for him in this game so far. We haven't even get the ball in a decent position to him. Wolves starting their defense in our half as they're trying to go between the lines to find Saka. Poor pass. We have not done much so far. A lot of traveling Wolves fan. I'll never be traveling that much. My team just have 2 points. Cold, and you got to was about 4 hours from Wolverhampton to London. Goal kick to Wolves. We're in 11 minutes. Score tied at 0. And we haven't threatened their goal as yet. Haven't taken a shot on their goal as yet. That's the difference between us and Man City. Man City already be penetrating them, breaking them down. We don't do that really well. Not sure why we struggle to get behind these defenses. They're starting their defense right at halfway line, and we don't have the intricacies to break them down and split the defense. Martinelli just holding to the ball, don't know what he's doing. Zubimendi looking for a passing behind. There's nothing there. Timber coming forward, plays it out to Ben White is playing Ben White is playing center forward now. We are all over the place. Ball out to Timber, who's playing the center half, but playing it more on the right. With Zubimendi playing in between. Saka into White, crosses it. That was an opportunity right there. And Rise at halfway line. Let's hope we don't get a ball onto like you got the goal the other day. Somebody's going from half line, ball into Saka, turned brilliantly. Looking for a pass, plays into Gokares, who's turning, looking to shoot. Got dispossessed. He has to shield that ball better. Defender's on his back, use the left foot and shield him and dribble the ball with his right foot. Can't get dispossessed there. Eze plays it out to Ben White. You just need to cross it. Good try by Ben White. Eze trying to control it. I think the player put his face in Eze's path. It ain't that bad. Get up. His foot he didn't kick. Let me see this now. And ball was too high for Eze. He didn't kick. He just put his foot up to control the ball. The player jumped into it. I don't think it was that terrible. He didn't kick. He didn't kick the ball. If he kicked the ball, it's a different story. He put his foot up and you put your head in his foot. We're at 13 minutes. Score tied at 0. Why did I know it was a South American on the floor? South Americans do that all the time. You touch them and the world is coming to an end. We're 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in, and we haven't tested the wood goalkeeper, and we're at home. I don't understand. We're not getting enough isolation. We're playing too slow. When you move the ball fast, the defense can't rotate as quickly. We are playing way too slow. Every pass takes 2 seconds versus 1 second at a minimum, or maximum, I should say. We've created nothing. He's all right. The man didn't kick him. If he kicked at the ball, I could see that. He didn't kick. He put his foot up to control the ball. Wolves holding their own so far, and we don't look dangerous. We don't look dangerous to ourselves. We don't look dangerous at all. I get Jesus on the field instead of Gokares. Gokares is not impressing me. He may score today, but it just his play on the ball is just, I don't know. He needs room and time. And the Premier League doesn't afford you that. Ball out of bounds, throw into Wolves. You just join us. We're in the 14 minutes of play? 15 minutes, going on 16. Or 15 plus, almost 16. Arsenal versus Wolves. First versus last, I should say. Arsenal playing at home, scored that at 0. We have not looked dangerous. Raya to Saliba. He plays it inside to Zubimende. Will turn, look for a pass. He has a chance to go wide, either side. Try to come wide to Ben White. Sure, White's going to find Saka. Decide not to go back inside. The Timber. He's going to go back outside to Saka as a one-on-one. You should make the decision quick to beat him. Goes down the wing, cross to the far post. Ball to White. Not enough on the header. I'm sorry, to Rice. Not enough on the header. Easy for the keeper. Good move by Saka. A little more pace on the cross is needed. Yeah, defender did a very good job. I think it was Gomez actually of just putting Rice off. Free kick to Wolves. Defender is down. The player is down. I think that's Wang. Got hit by Timber. Not a good tackle by Timber at all. Horrible tackle by Timber. So it should be a yellow card. Bad tackle by Timber. That's not a good tackle. Went right through the man. That should be a yellow card. That is not a good tackle. And there's no reason. He's not going anywhere. His back is facing your goal. It's not a smart tackle either. 17 plus minutes in. Score tied at 0. Ball headed out by Arsenal, played out by Eze, chased by Gokares, ball played back in, controlled by, look like, right, looking for a pass. He should come wide and come over to White. White with Saka, goes to White to Saka. Saka's about 4 men tracking him. The middle of the park has to be open. Ball into White. Very good defending. Very good defending by Totti. Very good defending by Totti. Good pass by Saka. I think White's a little bit off. He was offside though. We need to shoot from outside the box just to test the keeper or something. We're 18 minutes in, almost 19 minutes, and we haven't tested goalkeeper once against the last place team who's leaking goals and can't defend. Watch them was it against Chelsea? They were just poor. But maybe they were more open in terms of how they were playing. Throw into Wolves, 19 minutes in, score tied at 0. Wolves playing decent, actually. Ball held back Nkape. Nkape coming forward. Not a smart move by Nkape, though. That ball he should have just stopped the ball a while ago. 20 minutes in, score tied at 0. Arsenal not looking dangerous except to themselves. Haven't created anything really. All the balls going to Saka. Switch the ball to the left. Like Martinelli's are stacked, and then people complain about people on the left not playing well or not getting touches. You can't get the ball if you're fault. Look. And Cappy going back inside. We coming right again. Get the ball over to the left. Spread the defense out. Keep going to Saka. Nothing's happening on this side of the field. Give Martinelli a chance to get in the game. Why isn't Arteta telling them this? Switch the play. We go to Saka 24/7. Every single play we get is going to Saka, and we're not getting anything out of it. Let the defense stretch out, and maybe you get more opportunities one-on-one. Go wide the other side. That's what Rice is supposed to be doing, is getting the ball to Martinelli. We just keep coming over this side of the field 24/7. It's a hard watch, people. Hard watch. We go to Saka every single time we get the ball. We don't space the field out. We don't spread the field out. We don't make the defense switch from side to side. It's everything. It's always everybody's right-footed, so we look to the right side alone. Declan Rice is supposed to be pushing to get the ball over to the left side of the field to give Martin an opportunity. You can just play through the right side 24/7. We look to the left just like a glancing, people. It's not with any purpose. Switch the ball to the left. See? Zubimendi just come back right because he was right-footed. It's a hard watch. As they're now taking risks they shouldn't be taking and getting dispossessed. Why trying to go over the top, trying to find Gokares? This is a hard watch. We're 22 minutes in, and Arsenal looks lost. What's wrong with the cameraman? He's not following the ball. We make Wolves look good. Ball played deep, played up by the Wolves goalkeeper, by Johnston to Martinelli. Foul against Martinelli. I don't know. Maybe they should go back home, go take a shower, and Jamaicans and them salt today. Man hold his face, and the man went nowhere close to his face. That's funny. He held his face up. Martinelli kicked it. Was nowhere near his face. He must have felt the shadow of the foot or something. We got to press with more vigor. It's getting ridiculous now. We got to press as if our life depends on it. We have Saliba back. We have more protection back. We need to press harder. But the Emirates crowd must be getting very nervous because the longer this game goes without scoring, more difficult it becomes. Play the ball on the left side. Where's Rice in the game? Ball's played out to Nkape, go to Martinelli, should go back to Nkape quickly. Need movement. Nobody's moving off the ball on that side of the field. Rice is deep walking. There's no sprinting to draw people out of place. We kick the ball out of bounds. This is getting out of control, people. We don't know what we're doing. If you're Arteta, Arteta look like he's cussing. Why just keep kicking the ball away, trying to play the ball to the line if the pass is not there? Just giving the ball away for no reason. Emirates crowd is silent. They're wondering what's happening. 24 minutes in, maybe Odell prediction will come through. We'll give Wolves a chance to score, and then we struggle. Ball held up by Timber. Arsenal pressing. Good recover by Martinelli. Then he gave a difficult ball to Raya. Look like Raya can play football. And Martinelli makes an awful pass. I have no idea who's passing that ball to. No idea who's passing that ball to. That pass was never on. You get a start and he's not impressing. Even though he's not getting the service. Throwing to Wolves 25 minutes in, score tied at 0. Bad pass. Ball picked up by White, plays out to Saka. Saka has a one-on-one. Has to try to beat his man right away. It takes so long. Saka down the wing, beats him brilliantly. Crossing the box, blocked by Wolves. Good play by Wolves. Good move by Saka. He got by his man, but took a long time to beat him, though, and allowed the defense to recover. Wolves have a lot of people in the box. He probably should have gone across the goal, though. He went back. That was never there. Throwing to Arsenal, deep in Wolves territory. Crowd getting excited because nothing has really happened, so. Thrown by Rice. I guess set piece has dried up. Our goals have dried up. Good throw by Rice. Ball headed over. Mendy trying to go over the top. Headed up by Wolves. Wolves has a breakaway. Wolves has a breakaway. This is dangerous. Good save by Raya. How a man can be that by himself is amazing. That always happens, you know. He should have done better. Look at that. Nobody's back. Zuamenda tried to go over the top. If it was a quicker player, that would have been 1-0. Timber came back. Well, Zuamendi's not quick. He's slow. If Wang was quicker, and if he had come in, if he had gone in the middle versus going wide, they couldn't touch him. His dribble was poor. He should have jumped right in the middle, go straight at Raya so that the defense can't get around him. He gave them an angle. We're struggling, people. We'll just sit back deep and we have no idea. We're out of ideas. Declan Rice coming forward, plays it to Nkape, back to Martinelli, back to Rice. We're out of ideas. So Mende to Timber coming forward, out to Saka. Saka is man one-on-one, trying to beat him. Saka inside to Eze, trying to go one side to Saka. Eze back to Zuamende. Wolves playing well. Eze coming forward, goes outside to Timber, far post, easy for the keeper. We're going to get caught on the break, people. At some point, we get caught on the break because we are committing so many people forward. They get in each other's way. That's how much people are coming forward. Lewis Kelly's warming up. So now he needs somebody inside. He's going to make a change. Maybe he's going to take off Nkapi and put on Lewis Kelly. He needs that play inside between the lines, actually, to someone to penetrate. Arsenal coming forward. Nkapi down the wing. Really good pass, trying to find Gokares. Gokares coming in the box, trying to find Saka without help. I think Gokares hurt Mascara. He ran into an elbow. Yeah, he ran into an elbow. There was nobody up though apart from Saka. I don't know where Eze was. White is down. That's not good. I think White pulled up actually, trying to run back. And White pulled up. So now they probably put, who goes to right back? Maybe they put Nkapi in the middle, Timber right back, and Lewis Kelly at left back. I think it'd be better because I think Lewis Kelly will now be able to play the inverted, which Nkapi doesn't do well. But we're poor so far. We're doing nothing. And Eze gonna get taken off if he doesn't do better. So Ben White is out again. Not an injury. That looks like a muscle tear. Yeah, it looks like he pulled something. Not an injury, especially in December, is not good. So Lewis Kelly's at left back. And Cappy goes center back. Timber goes right back. I assume that's how we're going to do it. And bring Saliba over. That may be better, actually. I think Saliba is better on the right side. "38 minutes in, and Arsenal doesn't look like they're going to score anytime this century. We haven't penetrated. We haven't broke them down. There's no creative in the middle. We need to put Jesus on for Gokares. Gokares can't beat nobody. He can't bamboozle anyone. You need that differentiating factor in the middle. He may score, but somebody has to put down a plate for him. He's not creating anything by himself. He doesn't have that ability, and becoming more and more so every game. Goal kick to Wolves. We can't afford to drop points against Wolves, you know. It's not a good look. Last game we played against Club Brugge, they got a lot of chances. It looks good we won 3-0, but we weren't that good. Ball over the top. Headed up, good play by Arsenal. Coming forward, Lewis Kelly. Beat his man nicely, coming forward. Good ball by Lewis Kelly. Great ball by Lewis Kelly. Got rid of 3 Wolves defenders. Ball should come wide to Saka. Took too long. Rice was played wide. Poor pass by Martinelli. Horrible pass by Martinelli. We had a chance for once for a break, and he came past the football. Got the ball deep. Look at this. He has an easy pass to make up, and he pushed Rice really wide. He could have come inside to Eze, actually. If he cut the ball back inside to Eze, Eze's open and go. He put Rice so wide out of the play. Not a good look. Corner to Arsenal. Rice into Lewis Kelly. To Saka, who shot. Shot is blocked. Saka is trying to score from angles which don't exist. Raya plays it out to Cape. Same old. Kick and hope. You think I'm watching Jamaica play football. He had Eze. Well, he had Saka open. Why Nkapi decided to go in the middle? If he played the ball out to Saka, Saka is opening by himself. The decision making is poor. Corner to Arsenal again. Rice for the corner. We have 3 men on the box, outside the box. It's a good corner for our post, and ball headed out. Easy goal to score by Martinelli. He had the ball over the bar. He has a sitter at the far post, and he had the ball over the bar, which is harder to do, frankly. All you have to do is head the ball down, you know. Just jump in and head the ball down. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Seriously. Looks like he was passing. Look, he has a goal to score the ball. What is he doing? He closed his eyes? I have no idea what Martinelli was doing. I think he ain't lasting more than the first half. Trossard going to come on for him. He's just playing his way out off the field. That's horrible. Just had to hit the ball in the goal. Throw into Wolves. That was a foul on Saka, but the ref didn't call it. We're at home. It's hard to believe we're at home. 33 minutes in and we don't look like scoring. Because we're not playing smart. Gabriel out to Nkapi, out to Lewis Kelly. Back to Raya. We're going to go back to Raya again by Saliba. That's a difficult cross. Rice dispossessed by Gomez coming in the box. Make a bad pass. Lewis Kelly coming forward. I like Lewis Kelly on the ball, actually. He makes good decisions. He has options. He probably should go to Eze. He has Eze. It takes too long to go to Eze. He goes outside to Rice. He should have gone to Eze a long time ago. Got to go in the middle of the park so then Eze can make decision left or right. We're going wide too much. Saka one-on-one again. Goes it into ball out to Eze. Eze back to Saliba. No passes there. We slow it down again. Goes back to Zubimendi, back to Saliba. Cross it to Martinelli. He's wide open. Let him bring it inside. Take too long. Go wide to him. Doesn't want to go. Wolves are hedging their bet, but then the defender then has to rotate. And there's space between the defender and the center half, the right back and the center half. Go wide to Martinelli. We're taking too long to make decisions. Slow. And Wolves just sit back. Play the ball in the box then, Eze. Eze to Saka. Saka to Zubimendi. We're passing the ball, but we're not going anywhere. Wolves can just go to sleep and wake up. Ball out to Martinelli. He passed the ball to Lewis Kelly. Tried to go back to Zubimendi. That didn't work. This is a hard watch, people. Hard watch. Really hard watch. I don't know what happened to our team. It's just not the same team. Or maybe it's the same team. We were scored a set piece goal, which camouflage some of the flaws that we have in our team. Saliba to Timber to Eze. Eze coming inside. Goes wide to Saka. Good pass by Eze. Saka with a good cross. Ball is all the way across. Oh, Lord. And here goes Martinelli again kicking the ball away. That probably was Trossard. It probably is in the back of the net. Martinelli doesn't know what he's doing. Saka was onside. Really good cross by Saka. He's having a good first half. And Martinelli comes in and blasted wide. All he had to do was control it. He cuts it, Oh, it should be a corner, I guess. Martinelli, you're playing yourself on the bench. It's a corner to Arsenal. And no Gabriel, so it's going to be a challenge on this free kick. Very good corner. Punched out by the goalkeeper. And played out by Martinelli again. Doing that really well. I wonder if you understand that the thing with the net on it is the goal. $37 minutes in, score tied at 0. Warm-up Trossard, because Martinelli's out at halftime. $0 about that one. And Wolves have gotten the best chance so far. Arsenal offside against Wolves. Here come Arsenal trying to put some urgency in their play. Rice trying to go over the top. Is he trying to find Saka? Ball out of bounds. Saka's been the shining light so far for Arsenal, but no outcome. No positive outcome. Throwing to Wolves. Out to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly to Nkape, Saliba. Trying to go over the top, trying to find Gokares. Arsenal pressuring Wolves. Throwing to Arsenal deep in Wolves territory. Wolves fighting. And we're struggling. Rice to throwing the ball deep in Arsenal's territory. Watching this game is like watching paint drying. It's not a good look. Not a good watch. Good throwing by Rice. Ball played out. Rice looking for a pass. Goes over the field to Lewis Kelly. He's going to come back to Zubimendi. Back to Rice. Arsenal trying to go in the middle. They keep their defenders up the field. Not sure if that's good or bad, but Saka goes back to Zubimendi. We need to go far post. Trying to go to the top to side. Gee, this is painful. Going the same place, Saka down the right, 24/7, over the top. Switch the ball across the field. The space between the two center, they said to have the left back and Martinelli and the right back and Martinelli. Why are we going on the line 24/7? Saka is not even that quick. Unless he has a run on the man, he ain't gonna get by him most of the time. Over the top. Ball headed up by Lewis Kelly. Wolves fighting. And Wolves sense they can get something out of this game. That's a poor foul by Zoman. That was a foul. Ref didn't call it. Good move by Eze. Timber trying to go over the top to Gokares. Is that a goal kick or a corner? I think it's a goal kick. Gokares is working hard, but yeah, I don't know. Every game you watch him, you're less and less impressed. Whether it's us or him. Goal kick to Wolves. Arsenal struggling with the team that has 2 points this season, struggling. Arteta get more and more frustrated. He's wondering what his team is doing. Free kick to Arsenal. And Cape to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly, we seem to come right all the time. When we have the ball on the right, we don't go left, But if we see little pressure on the right, we come this way. We come right. See pressure on the left. Good ball by Saka. The Timber crosses over the top. Poor cross by Timber. He had a chance to put the ball in the far post. It's just decision making is not the greatest. Wolves trying to go long. They get him behind. Ball to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly coming forward. Wolves realize they got to come on the counter. See, Rice and Martinelli are not moving right either. They're not giving themselves enough room to get the ball. Here we come right again. We come right all the time. We don't go from right to left. We go from left to right or from right to right. Good move by Eze. Good cross by Eze, headed out by Wolves. Ball out to Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly should go out to Martinelli quick. Martinelli need to go far post now. He does try to go far post, headed out by Wolves. Good attempt. Throwing to Arsenal. That's what we need to do. Get the ball from one side to the next quickly. Don't just be right side dominant, because that's not working. Lewis Kelly to Martinelli, throwing to Arsenal. We're in the 43rd minute. We should have some extra time. We had 2 injuries for Wolves, so we should have about 4 or 5 minutes of extra time at the end of the first half. But Arsenal not looking good. It's a hard watch. I think Eze is trying to do more, but if he doesn't improve his game, he's going to be taken off for Odegaard. Wolves just trying that counter at Wang up front. Lewis Kelly to Eze. Eze trying to make something happen, which we're not doing. Zuamende out to Saka. Saka to Zuamende. Back to Saka. Ball played out. Should be a corner to Arsenal or throwing to Arsenal. If you just join us, we are in the 45th minute of the game between Wolves and Arsenal. It's a back and forth, which is Arsenal attack slowly, Wolves defend, Wolves trying to counter. Hasn't worked so far, but they've had the best chance of the game. Ball thrown to Zuamende, to Rice, back to Zuamende, to Eze. Eze turn, looking for something. Go out to cross by Rice, poor cross by Rice. Rice is not playing like the best midfielder in the world, that's for sure. Here comes Arsenal again. So Mendy out to back to Saliba. Eze looking to do something, but it's difficult. The defense is packed in. Eze had a chance to go over the top, but he didn't want to take that risk. Ball out to Lewis Kelly. I think Lewis Kelly going to create something today. I think he's the one person on the field. Paul and Martinelli who can actually break a defense down from deep. We don't have that from Timber, actually. Arteta is frustrated. You expect us to score already. It's, the longer the game goes on, the Wolves nip a goal and becomes dangerous. So. And we can't see Gokers in the game. Maybe we take him off and put Marino on, who can go deeper and try to link up and get Eze in behind, or get Saka Martin in behind, because Gokers thing is not working. Free kick to Arsenal. Rice to take the free kick. Good free kick. Keeper comes out, punch it out. Headed in by Arsenal. Is it trying to go over the top? Wolves with the ball deep. Headed out by Arsenal. Wolves has numbers. They have somebody wide too. They have numbers. Uh-oh. That was close. Arsenal defender fell down. I think Saka got taken out by two people. He got hit twice. Wang pushed him into the defender. That was almost a goal by Wolves. They had a good chance. And Cappy fell the first time, came back. Yeah. He blocked it, actually. And miscontrol by Wolves. They would have been in. Ball out to Martinelli coming forward. That's 2 men on him. Has to go back. Ball into Rice. Rice out to Martinelli. Trying to play Lewis Kelly. Good ball into Rice. It's a good attempt by Lewis Kelly. Trying to find Rice in behind. But Wolves playing determined defense. Throw in by Rice. Arsenal, 4 minutes of extra time. We're in the 48th minute. Score tied at 0. It's a hard watch. And Emirates Squad must be nervous, wondering what the hell is happening. We're creating nothing. Throw by Rice. Rice doesn't have a long throw. That's very obvious. That's not a long throw. So Mendy heads the ball up. The play by Mendy trying to go over the top. Throw into Wolves. It's halftime. Score between Arsenal and Wolves, and Arsenal is struggling. Very much so. It's not a good first half, people. Not a good first half. In fact, it's an atrocious first half. You can't be any worse than this. We cannot afford to lose or draw this game. And they've had the better chances. I don't know. It's not working. Got to do something different. Probably pull Eze and put in Martinelli. Pull Eze and Martinelli and put in Odegaard and Trossard. I think he pulled Eze. I think Eze is trying, but it's just not working. It's not working. It's a poor first half. Very, very poor first half. And let me know your thoughts on, if you're in the chat, on the first half so far. What do you think is Arsenal's biggest problem? Why we haven't been able to penetrate Wolves so far? Why do we look so poor? It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. If you look at the performance so far, Eze and Gokares have been poor. Eze doesn't get in the game. You got to go. I think when he gets deep for the ball, you look concerned that he may turn the ball over. So yeah, it's a difficult one to assess. We were just playing deep and looking for the counter, and we're having difficulty penetrating. So if that's the case, you got to get the ball in the box and hope that one of your forwards get a header on. Or somebody take the ball and create something. Let somebody foul you, get a penalty. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. It's a difficult first half, a bad first half. And we have to figure out what we have to do to penetrate. Because the problem you have is we're not creating anything. The best chance have gone to Martinelli, and he has been wayward. Now, Martinelli will score a great goal here and there, but he has regressed as a player. I mean, we're overly feeding Saka, but there's a reason. So at least when he gets the ball, he looks like he may do something dangerous. He's probably been Arsenal's best player so far. But the rest of the team, especially offensively, Eze, Gokares, and Martinelli, it's not working. So you'll have to make a change at halftime. You have to make a change. Let's see what he does, actually. So I see what happened to Odell. Odell disappeared? Where's Odell? So these are the player ratings for the first half so far. Trying to find an angle where it's bigger. As you can see, if you look at the ratings, Saka has a 7.7. Eze has a 6.4, similar to Gokares, and Martinelli has 6.5. Martinelli should be at 6.4 too. I don't know why they gave him Johnson a 6.4. He hasn't done anything, and he stopped all the ball that come to him. The players that are stood up for Arsenal are Raya and Cape, and that's what SofaScore is saying. I would say the players who have stood out so far in the first half are Saka, Zubamende, and then Cape. That would be it, actually. I don't think Gokares is got involved as much as he should. Martinelli has been poor and should not be getting a, what's he getting? A 6.5? It shouldn't be a 6.5. But we have a long bench. If you look at our bench, I think you'll see Jesus. I think you'll see Manueke. I think you'll see Trossard and even Odegaard, actually. I think you'll see those players because if we don't get something done by the first 10 minutes of the first half, the second half, then he's got to make changes. So the ratings, Arsenal 6.74, 6.61. And Wolves had the two best chances of the game to me. They should have scored Wang when he got a breakaway. And then the second one is when the ball came across, bad touch by the Wolves player. Arsenal lost Ben White in the first half to looked like a pull, actually. Muscle pull. And I have no idea. We just saw the replay of the header missed by Martinelli. I have no idea what he's doing. No idea what he's doing. He just finds a way to play himself out of the team. I have no idea what he's doing. That ball's got to be headed into the net. He's on the 5-yard line. I know it's closer to the point, the upright, but he has to score that. So all those other fans of other teams like Odell must be really smiling now. Because if we keep playing like this, we're going to play ourselves out of the title race. We cannot keep playing like this. We cannot keep playing like this. This is just not a good look. Let me see Saka's stats in the first half. It's not showing up. Refresh this page. Trying to pull up some stats, but they're not showing it. We have had most of the possession, but It has materialized in anything that's productive. I don't understand how we struggle so much against such a poor team. I watched them against Chelsea the other day. They were awful. Simply awful. Now, they're better defensively today. They're much more organized. But that's not saying much. Let's see what Arteta does for the Calafiori is suspended. Okay, I was wondering why he was out. I guess he racked up those 5 yellow cards. He's been missed today, but Lewis Kelly's doing okay. Wolves has 5 players out actually, and we have Dalman not going to play a lot. We have 3 defenders out and Kai Havertz. All right. Well, I'm not looking forward for second half unless we make some changes. So let's look at this. Look at the possession stats, which sometimes can be overrated. Arsenal has 74% possession. In terms of big chances, I think they should be reversed. I think Wolves had 2, we have 1. I know the Martinelli, well, maybe both to Martinelli. Maybe it's 2-2. Because the one that Wang had for Wolves and the one where the ball came across and was blocked by Nkapi, that's another big chance. So they should have had 2 big chances, and we should have had 2 Martinelli chances. But Gokares gets nothing. Team playing lame? Worse than lame. Shots on target. What shots on target? We have 2 big chances. They have 1. It should be 2-2. We have 6 shots. They have 2. Our goalkeeper made 1 save. They made none. We have 4 corners. They have none. They have 7 fouls. We have 3. We have 280 passes. They have 106. It's an interesting stat. We have 0 tackles. They have 7. I don't think that's right. I've seen us made tackles. And 7-3 free kicks. So, yeah. We have 19 touches in the box. They have 5. But we're playing the ball deep on the right-hand side. It's not a good look. So ground duels are equal. Aerial duels, pretty similar. We have 4 of 8 dribbles. They only have 1 dribble. We have 102 of 107 in the final third, and we can't penetrate. Am I nervous? No, I'm not nervous. If we're at 88 minutes and it's 0-0, yes, then you get concerned. But I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. But I still don't understand why we're playing so poorly. We need Jesus on the field. We need someone in the box who's going to take the ball, move off the defender, and create something out of nothing. Gokares I call Gokares the Titanic. Man is stiff. Run stiff, play stiff. Had a ball in the first half where he had the ball, had the defender behind his back, and he just got dispossessed. Are they playing Eze out of the game or are they playing himself out of the game? He has to get him. Eze has been like that since he joined us. Odegaard doesn't get played out of the game. You know, why you got to go get the ball? If you're not getting it, go take it. Go touch it, feel it, give it back to them, move and get it back. Can't stand up in the hole for the whole game, the entire game. You ain't going to get involved. You got to go get the ball. He stand up in the same spot for most of the game, then he moves a little bit. He's not creating a situation where he is in the game. Because when you touch the ball, you're in the game. You got to go get the ball. Odegaard will go to his keeper and take the ball off him. I don't want Eze to do that. I think Eze is more careless with the ball. But at least at the halfway line, go get the ball. So you just join us. We are watching the last game today between Arsenal and Wolves. Scored tied at 0 at half. Arsenal has created little or nothing in this game. And Wolves have done well. They have defended well. They packed it in. They're looking to hit us in the counter. They had a chance to score. They had a breakaway. They had a quicker play. They'd been up 1-0. I think Martinelli should be replaced for Truffle half line. I would give Eze a little bit more time. What Trussell will do, he'll come in more, and he's a pretty good goal scorer. I think Martinelli is probably better defensively, but Martinelli is just a poor decision maker. I think Trossard does run off his man, which Martinelli has done some time, but it's not enough in this game. We need to get the ball over the top, just not to Saka. It's almost like we have a bunch of right-footed who just play right-footed football. Rice needs to be coming in the game more. Martinelli needs to be in the game more. I think Lewis Kelly will be dangerous in the second half, playing through the lines. So we'll see what happens. Should be an interesting second half. But am I happy with the first half? No, it's been atrocious. We've been poor. We were poor in midweek, We won 3-0. Everybody getting excited. I walked away saying, really? Club Rouge came down our right side the entire game. They got chance after chance after chance. We won 3-0. The game was not reflective run of play. Now, we had a lot of players who haven't been starting for us playing that game. But it's no excuse. We have a very strong squad. Everybody should be replaceable. Yeah, we don't mix up our game. You're right about that. We got to figure something. We need Madueke in the field a little bit, actually, too. Maybe Trossard. Not Madueke as yet, but what Madueke has is that speed. So when Saka get by you, he doesn't really go behind you. He goes a little bit wide and crosses it. He got behind once today. Madueke will get behind you, but then he makes poor decision in the final third. So let's see how that goes in the second half. But am I concerned? Not yet. We had a feeling on first half. Let's see what second half looks like. But I'm concerned about the team's overall play of late. We start off the game in a really good position, but yeah, haven't been good. And Martinelli has to go on the bench. He's a substitute nowadays. He's a substitute. To me, he's a substitute. He's a impact sub, like he's been doing in Champions League and all that. He's an impact sub. He's not a starter. Trossard is a starter. He doesn't do enough to be the starter. But thanks for joining me. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. We're trying to build up our coverage of Arsenal or the Premier League. So no tough RI. We cannot win the league playing like this. Not even close. Man City scored 5 against Fulham. Now, they couldn't keep Fulham out, but we're not scoring goals. Since Gabriel had been hurt, the set pieces have dried up in the Premier League. We're struggling. And even Gabriel was here. People are trying to realize how we're playing and defending better. We're not creating. The problem is I don't understand what the problem is, because we've been told Rice is the best midfielder in the Premier League. Don't see it. Eze doesn't get as much involved as he should. Let's see. We didn't make any change first half, but I'm sure he's going to go early second half making a change. The only change we made first half was Ben White being injured, and we brought in Lewis Kelly, who I think has looked good because he has no pressure on the other side. But Wolves have played well so far, and they have the kickoff in the second half. We're getting ready to go. So we're starting the second half of the game between Wolves and Arsenal. The last place team with 2 points is holding the Premier League leader so far, and that's the best chance of the game. Ball headed out to Gyökeres. He plays out to Saka. Saka comes inside, plays across to Lewis Kelly. I'm sorry, to Mbappe. Or to Lewis Kelly, sorry. Why is he holding the ball up? Play the ball off. Mbappe to Saliba. Goes out wide to Timber. Timber trying to find Saka in between. We've been trying to find that pass all game. It's not really working well. A pass is not working because Saka is not that quick. We win the ball back. They give us the ball back. They play that, and we come forward, and we can't do anything. Rice looking for a pass, don't have one. He has Timber open. He's out to Timber. Timber to Saka, back to Timber. Or to Eze, I should say, sorry. We're just standing up. We're not doing anything. We're too slow. Move the ball quicker. Go wide quickly. Yes, go wide to Martinelli quickly. Now, Martinelli have one-on-one. Take too long. Lewis Kelly needs to give a better angle for that pass. And then Nkappi gave the ball away. Almost got caught. We're going to get caught, people. One of these days, we're going to get caught. We're playing sideways. We're playing square. All they're looking for is that chance to go forward because everybody's upfield. Saka trying to come forward. He just crossed the ball in the box now. Saka take too long. Eze goes back to. We're going backwards again. Ball out to Saka. Go far post now, Saka. Just go far post. Saka far post. Ball head back marginally. Lewis Kelly with a bad shot. Poor shot. Ball played out again to Timber. Trying to come forward. Back to Saliba. And Nkappi goes wide out to Martinelli. So the pass was there between the hole in the hole, nobody filled that slot. Everybody's trying to find the final pass, and it's not happening. Move just deep and just rotating. Just want that one hit and try to score it and keep defending. Ball into Saka. Saka as Timber. Timber fell down. He had a chance to go back and he fell. Here comes Eze. Out to Saka, cross in the box. Eze dispossessed, and here comes Wolves, trying to have that one-on-one break. Handball against Nkappi, ball over to Wolves. We have too many people on the right. We have Timber on the right. We have Zouamena going out there. We have Eze out there. We have Saka out there. Too many people on the right. Space out the game. Then all Wolves have to do is overload. Odegaard warming up. Madueke warming up. Marino warming up. He's warming up 4 players. You can take off a bunch of players. You can take off Rice. Rice not there doing anything. Free kick to Wolves. I think Arteta make changes soon. I think he's fed up. Foul against Arsenal. Gokers can come, people. I know you're gonna put Marino up front. Gokers can come. He's not doing anything in the game. He's not impressing. My Wolves ain't taking the. Oh, they're trying to run the clock. Free kick to Wolves. Ball out of bounds. Goal kick to Arsenal. We're in the 50th minute, and Arsenal looking no better than they did in the first half. And Wolves just go back, play deep, and look to play on the counter. That's the way to play Arsenal nowadays. As going deeper to get the ball. Goes out to Saka. 3 men around him. Timber to Nkappi. We're going to go out wide. Nobody in the hole there. Where's somebody? Goes out to. Where is Lewis Kelly in the hole? Free kick to Arsenal. Just join us. We're watching the game between Wolves and Arsenal. Arsenal is struggling. Ball played out to Saka. Just cross to the far post. Cross it to the far post. Why are we playing with the ball? Ball out to Zuamende coming forward. Saka inside to Nkape. Out to Rice. Martinelli beat his man nicely. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Martinelli's a mess. Mess. T- 52nd minute. Time is running away. Arsenal still can't get a goal as yet. Not even look like scoring. Forget about getting a goal. Not even look like scoring. Arsenal coming forward again. Lewis Kelly. Back to Nkape. Go to Eze. Eze coming deeper and trying to go in behind. Good attempt by Eze. Goes back up to Saka. Saka. Cross to the far post to Martinelli. Headed out. Should be a corner to Arsenal. Good player. Force the ball down there. Let them make mistakes. Good attempt by Eze to go behind on the line. Go behind the defense. Let them make mistakes. Corner to Arsenal. Be taken by Rice. Everybody's at the far post, and then they all run to the front post, and nobody at the back post. Don't leave Martin at the back post. Poor corner by Rice. He's not being consistent with his set piece as he was early in the season. That's his third set piece today, but that's been poor. And we think we've gotten about 9 or 10 so far. Referee talking to Saliba and the Wolves player. Man saying love Wolves because Arsenal look like they may be in trouble. Corner to Rice. Good corner far post. Punched out to Saka to Lewis Kelly. All he had to do was pass the ball back to Saka. Good pressure by Saka. Should be a foul, referee. It is a foul. 4 changes being made. Here comes Saka. Coming inside, looking to shoot. Trying to do too much. Ball back. Here comes Arsenal again. Saka is down at the edge of the box. Referee's going to stop the game. Arsenal making 4 changes. I assume it's going to be. Probably he won't take off Rice. He's going to take off Martinelli. He's going to take off Eze. He's going to take off Gokares. So he's making 2 changes. Merino and Odegaard, I guess I assume it's Eze and Gokares. Well, Gokares is not in the game. It's 3 changes. Trossard is coming on also. So yeah, I think it's Eze, Gokares, and Martinelli. Those are the 3 changes. I'm sure it's going to be. Unfair changes because it's not working. Even though Trossard the goal scorer, I don't see Odegaard as a goal scorer. Arsenal coming again. Lewis Kelly. Back to Nkape. To Saliba. Same boring circulation. Gonna go right. Probably go to Saka, go back. We'll go to Martinelli, try to turn his man. He does turn him well, going behind him. Martinelli's in the box, and he tried to score. Last kick of the game. Come on, Martinelli. Come on, I feel. Cross the ball so somebody can score it. Martinelli off the field. Your last kick of the game. He got behind the defense really well and did nothing with it. Turned his man brilliantly, ran past him. He's down there the line, just at the play the box and the penalty box, where Lewis Kelly is, and he decided to hold his head down like he's looking for money. That's been his day, people. They didn't come close to scoring. Ball outside. Brilliant turn he made, but hey, that's how he plays. So it's 3 changes. I'm sure it's Martinelli, Eze, and Eze is off. Odegaard is on for Eze. Martinelli is off, and Gokere should be off too. Eze is playing himself out the team, you know. It's not working out for him so far. Come on, take off Gokere. It's wasting time. You're taking off Zubamende. Zubamende is not happy. Why are you taking off Zubamende? You're going to leave Gokere on the field? What has Gokere done to be on the field? Really? He's going to put Rice in the 6. Rice hasn't played well. They'll put Zubamende in. Zubamende is not happy. You're going to put Rice in the 6 and then put Marino in the, and keep on Zubamende. What has Gokere done to be on the field? Nothing. I didn't get a lot of service, but to me, he has done nothing to be on the field. Nothing. Eze's having a tough time. I think he needs more freedom, and we're not playing on counter-attacking football, so he's struggling. I think Rice could have come today. I don't think Rice has done anything to be on the field instead of Zubamende. Zubamende has played well, and he should be unhappy, frankly. We're in the 58th minute, and the game has gone just as we've seen it. Not much happening for Arsenal. Odegaard trying to go over the top. Whoa. That's a robust 2-footed tackle by Wang. That's not a good tackle. That's not a good going at all. He went in with 2 foot. That's not good. And Lewis Kelly's down. That's not good. That's not a good tackle at all. He jumped in with 2. He jumped in. Yeah, that's a bad tackle on his part. And his studs were up too. I tell you, sit your little butt down. Start getting excited. It's not a good tackle at all. I don't think Lewis Kelly was hurt bad, but it's not a good tackle. You can't jump with your studs up. He luckily eased up. He jumped in his ankle. That's dangerous. It's not a red, but it's close. Yeah, that's dangerous. I don't know. Slow motion make it look worse. That's a dangerous tackle. Now, because he didn't stay down, if he stayed down and rolled around, it'd be a red card. Yeah. I'm not sure it's Arteta today, though. It's a yellow card you're getting. Yeah. Slow motion make it look worse, but if Lewis Kelly was staying and rolling on the ground, it'd be a red card. If he stayed down and get up, it's a red card. Now we look awful. We're 60 minutes in and we don't look like scoring anytime soon. Free kick to Arsenal. Rice hasn't played well. Rice getting all the larger comments about best midfielder. He hasn't played well. And his free kicks have not been that great. He goes wide. You need to go wide again. Saka has it wide. Just put it down the box, Saka. Put it down the box. Poor cross by Saka. It over by Odegaard. That was pretty close. I'm sorry, Gokere has headed it. Gokere should not be on the field. I'm sorry. He shouldn't be on the field. He has done nothing to be on the field. But I think Trossard will save us. I think Trossard will score. If we draw this game, that would be awful. Truly awful. We're at what minute are we in? I think we're about 60. I mean, don't look like we're going to score anytime this century. 61st minute, 29 minutes to go. Time running out. Arsenal struggling. Lewis Kelly coming forward, looking for a pass. Can't find one. Should go to Saliba. Who should go to Timber quickly. Who should dribble the ball up the field, let the defender come to him and try to get the sack out. All the Wolves are staying deep, They're staying very disciplined. We're just going from side to side. Ball into Saka. We got the Odegaard. Goes to Nkape. Should go to Lewis Kelly quickly. Lewis Kelly should just dribble on his man and create a 2-for-1 situation. Go to Trossard. Trossard should go far post. Cross it, Trossard. Go ball into Lewis Kelly. Ball to Rice. Beat his man. Get pushed off the ball. He didn't touch him. What's his name? Dive. He didn't get fouled. Doherty dived, but I don't think that's a foul. Was it Gomez dive? That was not foul. He actually was going to kick the ball. Rice actually was going to kick the ball, but it was no foul. It's getting that time. Yeah, Goker should have been subbed a long time ago. Goker is taking up space. No, it'd be tied. It's not 1 point lead. It'll be tied, Dr. Don. If we draw and they win, it's a tie. We're not playing well. We're dominating possession, but that doesn't mean anything. Because Wolves just sit deep and let us come, and we have no idea. We haven't taken a shot from outside the box. Nothing. They're very organized, though. I think Trossard going to create something, though. Good pass. He's getting the ball in behind. Gokeres cross in. Wolves cover. And Wolves doing a good job of retaining possession. And then Wolves going to lie down and roll over to make the time. It's getting tight, and they're going to roll over and pull their socks up and milk the clock to let the time run out. 62nd minute, Arsenal losing by 0-0. This ain't a draw. This is a loss. We lose this game. We draw this game, is a loss. Wolves with a deep kick, headed out by Arsenal. Gokeres ball to Trossard. Trossard trying to find Saka, not the best pass. Saka beats the man, come inside 1-on-1. Trying to find Gokeres, who is fouled. Free kick to Arsenal. We should take it quickly. Should be a yellow card, referee. On Doherty. Yeah, it's a yellow card. A really good breakup by Arsenal. Saka had a really good pass to Gokeres, who had a chance to go to Trossard, but didn't. This should be a Rice free kick. It should go for goal for this. It's like a really good spot. Let's see if you can create some of that Real Madrid magic. We're in the 64th minute. It's getting to that point now, people. Wolves only have to hold on for another 26 minutes. It'll be a tight game. The goalkeeper has made one real save today. You playing at home, 66 minutes, you haven't created one opportunity for the goalkeeper to make a save. That's amazing. This is a Wolves team I saw the other day were awful. Playing at home against Chelsea. And we can't create anything. I'll put on Jesus for Gokeres. 70th minute, Jesus got to come on. I bet he creates something when he comes on. Oh, why is Odegaard taking this? This should be Rice. Not a bad shot by Rice. Over. Is that a corner or a goal kick? Not a bad shot by Rice. Needs to be a little bit lower. Good save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was probably hit the bar anyway. Good jump by the wall. Yeah, would I hit the bar, I wouldn't have gone in. Goalkeeper wouldn't have known that. Corner to Arsenal to be taken by, I guess it's Odegaard. By Saka, she's like good corner. Played it by goalkeeper. Ball play back over. Keeper's hand. Keeper looking to go long. Poor decision by the keeper, actually. There's nobody there to receive that ball. Just turn the ball over to Arsenal. We come back up. This is Rice. Lewis Kelly back to Nkape, the same, rotating the ball over slow and sure. Odegaard goes out to Nkape, goes to Trossard. Trossard, a brilliant pass into Rice. Looking to score. Good block. Oh, that could have gone any place. But Timber with an awful cross into the box. First time we've got a chance. Brilliant pass by Trossard. You see the difference between Trossard and Martinelli's passing? Timber has to improve his offense. A brilliant defender. Got to improve his offense. Good shot by Rice. Good save by the goalkeeper. It's a really good save. Ball could never ricochet to Saka right there. The brilliant pass by Trossard. Big difference between Trossard and Martinelli. Trossard make the space open up, then he goes in behind. Wolves going to make 2 changes. We're in the 67th minute. Doherty was a yellow card is coming off. It doesn't look good, people. 20 minutes to go, and Arsenal doesn't look like they're going to score. And they're bringing off Strand Larson also. Strand Larson and Doherty off. They get more athleticism on the field. And they're walking off like they're going to church. Same Wolves team I see against Chelsea, and they look awful, and we're struggling. We have hit that batch patch. Worst time to hit that bad patch of the season. Arsenal coming forward, trying to go for the top, trying to find Saka. But head out, corner to Arsenal again. We can't score a set piece because we have no Gabriel. Showing you how that we are not brilliant set pieces without Gabriel. Here comes Saka. Not a bad set piece. Far post. Oh, goal. The keeper. Goal! Brilliant corner. And that's a keeper fault, actually. Brilliant corner by Saka. Poor goalkeeping. Arsenal fans are relieved. I'm not. I am concerned. I am very concerned. Now, I think VAR should get involved in this, but touch the keeper. That's poor goalkeeping. No one blocked him. He came back, and Timber was holding his man. So, yeah. Ball came over. Keeper touched it, hit the bar, and waiting off the keeper. So it's an own goal, actually. It's not a Saka goal, it's an own goal. I'm not celebrating. I'm sorry, but you can't play like this so bad the last 4 or 5 games and I get excited. Need another goal to calm the nerves. But now Wolves going to come out and play, so we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. Now they got to go keep a goal. They can't go back and play deep. We just keep the ball and say come out. We need to attack the same way we were attacking before, though. We can afford to get laps because only 1 goal tied this game. So Rice out of Timber. Doesn't have a pass. He needs to go back. Goes to Odegaard. See, Odegaard come and get the ball. That's what Eze needs to do more of. He gets involved in the play. And then when he moves from one side, the defense has to move with him. It's going to create room for others. And Kapi trying to go behind to Trossard. Good pass. Good move by Wolves to get out of that situation. Really good move by Wolves. That's beaten like 4 or 5 Arsenal players. And then he made a bad pass. Rice coming forward. Yes, Saka. He's trying to go wide to Trossard. Has Trossard, who needs to just stop it. Trossard, the ball got away from him. He was open. He had a chance just to bring it down. And I know he's going to do. He's going to bring it on his right foot and go for a corner. And the ball bounced off his chest. Really bad bounce. He's going to kick and the ball ran away. The field is pretty wet out today. They wet that field pretty much. If you just join us, Arsenal struggling with Wolves. Wolves coming forward, looking dangerous. Arsenal played it out. Rice trying to go along. Has Gyökeres. Has his man pinned. Just need to hold it up. Really good job of holding the ball up. Trossard, brilliant move. Goes to go back to Gyökeres. Gyökeres turning. He has Saka in behind. Then he turns the ball over. Doesn't know where he's going. Has Saka in behind. He turns the ball over. Easy play he has to play. Come on, Gyökeres put in Jesus for Gyökeres. That should have been done a long time ago. Arsenal coming forward. Timber to Saka. Looking to beat this man going on the wing. Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard. Timber gets in the way too much. You can't even make a play with him. Sometimes he's too deep. You see, he's running into space where he doesn't know where he's going. So the Odegaard comes through and what Odegaard is doing with that right foot shot. But Timber got to create more space to allow people to maneuver more. He's actually drawing the defense to the person with the ball because he's running into that situation, that place. Arsenal coming forward. Lewis Kelly goes back to Rice. Needs to go wide. Timber goes back to Saliba. We need another goal. 74th minute, scored Arsenal 1, Wolves 0. Arsenal struggled. Wolves with their own goal by goalkeeper Johnson. Odegaard coming forward. Timber should go back to Odegaard. Somebody to build up. Where's Rice to get that ball from Odegaard? Yeah, it goes to Nkape. Gonna go to Lewis Kelly, who goes outside to Trossard. Trossard has been brilliant since he come on. Trossard, good ball over to Gyökeres. Gyökeres controlling the box, trying to turn his man. Shoot to the far post. Really good play by Gyökeres. No, I'm sorry. Yep, that's Gyökeres. Did a great job of controlling the ball. Trossard has been brilliant since he come on. He's playing like a midfielder. Good play by Gyökeres. Brought the ball down, shot, and keep him. I'm not sure the keeper touched it. I think he did touch it, actually. It was going in the far corner. No, they said no, he didn't touch it. It looked like he touched it to me. Just out of Saka's reach. Good play by Gyökeres, though. Trossard has been brilliant since he came on the field. Wolves are going to make another 2 changes. Arsenal won the ball back again. Saliba to Nkape. Goes back to Saliba. Should go to Timber quickly. Wolves now pressing. Now they're going to create space in behind when they press. We got to get another goal quickly. So it's Saliba coming forward. Trying to find Odegaard. It's a bad pass by Saliba. Trying to be too cute with that pass. Here comes Wolves. Wolves had a chance to get in behind. Good block by Arsenal. That was not a good play by Saliba. Ball into Saka. Saka coming forward. That's a good pass into Marino, out to Trossard. Trossard has options. Lewis Kelly on the outside. He has Marino outside. He goes, plays the ball in between the Saka. Saka should just go far post. Tries to, but blocked by the defender, and Wolves come forward. Good play by Nkape, really pressuring the forward. Here comes Rice again. Arsenal needs another goal. 76 minutes, score Arsenal 1, Wolves 0. Ball out to Odegaard. Thought Madueke would come on by now, but I guess not. Gonna keep Saka on. Odegaard out to Lewis Kelly. Out to Trossard. Trossard looking for a pass. Goes back into Odegaard. Odegaard back to Nkape. Goes to Odegaard, back to Trossard. Trossard playing really well. He goes to Rice. We need to change sides, people. Change sides. We're too left side dominant. Now we're left side dominant. Before we were all right side dominant. Now we have sort of switched the play, and Saka is now in the middle. Odegaard trying to go over the top to Gyökeres. Not a good pass. Here comes Wolves. Trying to go deep. Ball cut off by Saliba. Goes all the way back to his keeper. 77 minute. Arsenal 1, Wolves 0. Rice coming forward. Has options. Goes wide to Timber out to Saka. Now Wolves is stretch. Here comes Saka down the left side. Goes trying to go to Odegaard. Not a good pass. Here comes Arsenal again. You need to go for our post. Timber to Saka. Back to Rice. Trying to go over the top to Saka. Ball headed out by Wolves. Back to Timber. Why we don't go far post for the ball? Odegaard trying to shoot. That's not what he does. His shooting has been off for 2 years now. That's a waste. Play the ball far post. That's not your thing anymore. You haven't scored a goal in eons from open play. Now, Trossard has been brilliant since he came on, actually. His passing has been really good. He's finding people in behind, something Arsenal was doing in the first half, because Martinelli does not have that in his repertoire. Martinelli cannot pass. If he's not running in behind, he's not playing well. Couple more changes by Wolves. 79th minute. We need another goal. It looked like Jesus coming on. Jesus should have come on 10 minutes ago. Throw into Arsenal. Jesus should have been on 10 minutes ago. Just 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Gyökeres does nothing to be on the field for 80 minutes. Sorry, doesn't. Throwing to Arsenal, maybe about 10 yards outside the 18. What was 18? Nobody's coming for the ball. So we have a substitution, it looks like. Gyökeres off, Jesus on. Gyökeres is playing like the Titanic, people. It's not working so far. At some point, you got to cut your losses. He's getting a good hand, but he's been okay. Now let's see Jesus and what he does in only 10 minutes. He probably do as much as Gyökeres did in 80. I think his first game at home, I think, since he's been injured. Since what, last January? So almost a year. Thrown by Lewis Kelly to Jesus, out of bounds, throwing to Wolves. We just want to go home after this. We just want to get the one love and go home. Where we're going is not a good look. Thrown by Wolves. Head up by Arsenal. Here comes Wolves. Good fight by Arsenal. Good win by Arsenal. Jesus trying to go by his man. And run out of play. Ball back to Wolves. To Johnson's going to go long. Go on the right. Ball into Saka. He goes inside to Odegaard. Odegaard going to get back to Saka. Saka inside to Rice. Rice should go to Lewis Kelly. Took too long. Now to Timber, back to Rice. Rice back to Odegaard. Odegaard's going to go to Saka, back to Odegaard. Going to go to Timber, back to Odegaard. We're going to play the ball in the corner like we normally do. We need to switch the ball and let Wolves defense shift. Give us more opportunities. Wolves now chasing, because they have to chase. Good playing by Arsenal. Back to Saka. Saka coming forward. You have opportunities. Saka coming forward. Goes inside to Odegaard. Odegaard out to Trossard. Going to go inside and try to shoot. Try to go near post, but no luck. Right idea by Trossard, but yeah, didn't have the angle well. Probably need to wait a little bit longer, actually. So we should delay just a little bit more. He's trying to catch a keeper near post, but it wasn't close. He had a chance to do. Could have done better with that, actually. 82nd minute. Arsenal 1, Wolves 0. Emirates crowd, I guess, is very, very nervous. Probably also want it blown off by now. Ball out of bounds, throwing to Wolves. Wolves going to make another change, another change, actually. They made quite a few already. Here comes Wolves. Ball at the halfway line, looking to come forward. Arsenal just need to stay. Don't press too far up the field. Don't create space in behind. Wolves trying to play the ball forward. They're doing a good job of it. Wolves trying to go over the top, but well covered by Arsenal. We're in the 84th minute. Arsenal 1, Wolves 0. Here come Arsenal again. Saliba. But Saka back to Odegaard. Difficult pass by Odegaard trying to find Timber with a cute pass. Here comes Wolves. The press is bothering us, actually. Wolves coming again. I think they're going to try to get behind Lewis Kelly. If I was them, that's what I would do. And Arsenal playing a little bit nervous. Good play by Nkape. Arsenal come forward with Jesus. Looking for options. He has Trossard wide. Goes wide to Trossard. Plays the ball behind him. Trossard has a man 2-on-1. Can go back to Jesus. Goes really good, nice inside to Marino. Marino trying to find Jesus, but he was in offside position. Not a smart move by Jesus. By Marino, actually. And Trossard is very unhappy. Really bad decision by Marino. That pass was never on. 85th minute. Not a change by Wolves. And making an offensive change, taking off a defender, putting on an offensive player. So they're going for the draw, or for the win, for that matter. Blow it off, referee. It's only 85th minute, but blow it off. We're not happy with this. Trossard trying something that didn't work. Here comes Wolves. Really good pass coming forward. And as Saliba one-on-one, and Saliba is bringing him all the way down. He needs to go playing. Good play by Saliba. Good pass into Odegaard. Saliba trying to get up the field. Has it to Marino. Foul. That should be a foul, referee. Referee, that should be a foul. Yep, it's a foul. No, referee says no. That looks like a foul to me. Here comes Wolves again. They're finding space in between the lines there. This could be dangerous. Only have one goal lead. They're trying to go wide against Lewis Kelly. I think that ball was out of bounds, though. Looked like out of bounds to me, but ref says play on. Here come Wolves again. They're trying to keep possession. Looking for that opening to take advantage of. Where Arsenal defense is, that's how they should have played against Villa, but they didn't. Right where they should be, right there. Here comes Wolves again, trying to go over the top and get a ball in behind. We need some pressure on the ball, though. That was poor by Marino. Poor by Marino. Poor by Marino. Here come Wolves. Marino was slow on that ball. Ball booted out by Marino. He was slow to get to that ball. Here come Wolves again. Arsenal under pressure. Arteta trying to tell his team to come out, but they're slow getting out. They're slow. They're too deep. Here come Wolves again. The team need to get out more. We're too deep. Wolves is dominating possession in the last 5 minutes. And they're fighting the ball in behind. Wolves is open. Wolves have gotten through. Oh, good block by Arsenal. They got through a while ago. Poor touch by the offensive player. That would have been an in goal. That should have been a goal to Wolves. They got through a while ago. Too easy. They walked through the Arsenal defense. It's getting nervy time for Arsenal. Wolves dominating possession, and we just booting the ball out and starting to play over. They put on more offensive player, and we have to take advantage of it. Here comes Wolves again. That was a brilliant build-up by Wolves, and they should have scored on that play. Bad touch by the forward. The better team that would have put the ball in the net a while ago. Here come Wolves again. No pressure on the ball at all. We need to bring the defense up. We need to roll the defense out more. We're too deep. The first line is too deep. The first line has to be a little bit higher up the field and then cut down the angles for the passes. We're playing nervous, people. We'll dominate possession, 89th minute. And they're just looking for something in behind, some gaps. Here come Wolves again. And we're way up the field. We look like we're running like we're tired. Wolves, who did nothing the entire game, now dominating possession, coming through. We got to attack the ball. Attack the ball. Arsenal can't get out. Arsenal cannot get out, people. This is dangerous. And the opening right side is wide open. This is dangerous for Arsenal. They're nervous. Oh, goal, Wolves. Goal, Wolves. You can see that coming. Goal by Wolves. You can see that coming. Playing too goddamn nervous. Playing nervous. Playing nervous football. Nervous defense. You can see that coming. An own goal deflection. Playing nervous football, people. Nervous football. Instead of coming out and rushing Wolves, playing nervous football. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Come on, rotate and play. Get the ball back. Playing nervous football. Wow. Nervous. Wolves, damn, look at this. Ball comes across. We're playing nervous football. You cross it. Nope. Great goal. Great goal. Great goal. Very good goal by Wolves. Playing nervous football. It's a really good goal. Why ain't Cappy complaining? You're the one marking him. It's a good goal. It's a really good goal. He can get his head there, but the man had the ball in the goal. They have 6 minutes to score another goal or lose the game. Wow. Good goal by Wolves. You can't play defense like that. You're playing scared. Playing scared. Can't play scared defense. And they're going for the win now. And we're under pressure. They decided to play some football and we struggling. That's a bad draw by Arsenal if we draw this game. Right now, that's what it looks like. You can see that coming, people. You can't play scared defensively. You're dropping everybody back. You're giving them confidence. You're not pressuring them on the ball. No different from the Villa game. I don't think Marina adds anything being in the center of the park, to be honest. He looks slow. Rice coming forward. Rice with a bad touch. Wolves dominating possession now. Look at Wolves coming forward. Dominating possession. We can't even get the ball up the field. They're pressuring us and we're struggling. Unbelievable. Here comes Arsenal. We only have 3 minutes remaining. And Saka try to get a penalty. Good cross by Saka. Goal! Jesus! Goal! Brilliant. Jesus coming back. Should have been on the field a long time ago. Yeah, we need to do this, people. We're playing too safe. 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 Jesus should have been in the field a long time ago. Long time ago. Tough on Wolves, but good goal. Good cross by Saka's been the best player for Arsenal so far today. Very good goal by Jesus. Or was it an own goal? Which one is it? Can't even tell if it's an own goal or Jesus. Oh, it's Jesus. Oh, no, it's an own goal. It's an own goal, actually. It's not Jesus. It's an own goal. Looks like an own goal to me. It's an own goal. Yep, it's an own goal. You can see it on the defender's face. He got pressure, but it's an own goal. That's not Jesus, it's him, but he pressured the defender. Let's see if we can hold off for a minute and 30 seconds because we're struggling defensively. We need to attack the ball. Attack the ball. Attack the ball. Good control by Jesus. Oh, got dispossessed. He's down. That's a bad turnover by Jesus. Got to be able to hold that ball up. Now, we have a minute remaining. Saka was brilliant today. Trossard was very, very good. I'm sorry, Saka, I should say, was brilliant today. Trossard was very good. You have some seconds remaining. Good tackle by Trossard. And here comes Wolves. Wolves attacking again. They're deep in Arsenal's territory. You have 18 seconds remaining. Arsenal nervous. Wolves going to go with a long throw. Yellow card to who? Mascara with a long throw. The stadium is silent. They gave the goal to Jesus? Okay. That was an own goal, though. Good long throw. Very dangerous throw. Headed up by Arsenal. Arsenal won the ball. Ball over to Jesus. Jesus coming forward. Jesus coming forward. Oh, and he passed the ball to the keeper. Go to the sideline and Jesus. What was that, Jesus? What you do that for? That was poor in his part. Saka with the ball going forward. He's fouled. No, referee says play on. What are we doing, referee? Saka is down. Referee said, player say didn't foul Saka, but Saka is down. We can't win the league playing this way. No way. We cannot win the league playing this way. This is not a reflection or an indication of a team that's vying for a title. Saka is getting up very slowly. Okay, thought it was an own goal. Jesus tried to head it, but it hit Mascara in the face. But good resilience by Arsenal. But you can't win title playing like this, people. This is not a title winning team performance. The last 6 games has been a struggle. Arsenal with the ball, trying to keep possession. And doing a good job of it. I'm not sure who Odegaard is passing that ball to. Come on, referee, blow it off. 98 minutes. 2 minutes of that referee. You said 6 minutes. There was no injury. Maybe it's the Saka a little bit. Arsenal won, but I'm not cheering. I'm not happy. What the hell happened to my thing? What happened to my feed? My camera is not showing well. Oh, it's on my iPad. All right, people. I'm not going to stay long. All I'm going to say is this: we can't win the title like this. We cannot win a title like this. We had 2 own goals. That's how we won the game. We didn't score a damn goal today. We played 98 minutes. We didn't score a goal. Didn't look like scoring either. 2 own goals by Wolves. That's how salt they are, they say in life. 2 own goals is why we won the game. They scored. We didn't score. That cannot be good. Offensively, we are inept. And Gokares is not it. Sorry, he's not it. This is a awful performance. Awful performance. I'm not going to go through stats. I'm not going to go through whatever. I walk away from this saying it's going to be a long season. City is playing better than us. They have a forward who scored goals. We have a forward who is like the Titanic. He can't turn. We have midfielders who are not creating anything. We have forwards, people like Martinelli. We have Eze who's not on it. It's been a difficult time. It's a difficult time of the year. We're leading, yeah, but Villa and City will play tomorrow. We're in a bad spot. This is, I watch my Knicks play. Maybe I feel better. My Knicks playing Orlando in the Classic, the Emirates Cup Classic tonight. Maybe I'll watch them because I'm not happy with this outcome. I feel let down. I feel like I was all enthused about the season, how we started. But then again, Liverpool started really well. So, they started brilliantly. It's only 16 games played, though. We shouldn't get excited by Arsenal. We still have another 22 games to play. So it's a long season. We're not halfway there yet. Let's see where we are at the halfway line. A win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win, but that's where I disagree, actually, because we drew. Give me a second, Dr. Dunn. What did I do? I cut you off? Didn't mean to do that. Can you hear me? Hey, 1 second. You're not coming to my system though. Let me try to get you on the system. It's taking its time. It's connected. Go ahead.
Yeah, cranky. Man, I watched the game. I don't listen. I know you upset that you guys didn't play well. I do agree. I remember I spoke to you about this a few months ago. I said Arsenal is is gonna be. They always start well, but they taper off, and I think that's what's been happening the past couple of weeks. I also noticed that they don't really score a lot of goals. They have a great defense, but they don't really score a lot of goals. Problem I'm saying is Man City's actually playing well now. If they can get the defense together, it's going to be very tough because they're scoring 3 to 4 goals.
Well, we're opposite, right? They're scoring goals and we're not scoring goals, and they're not defending well and we're defending okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that you cannot win. Two things can be true, right? You cannot win the league with a poor defense. You guys, if you guys score a goal, it's pretty difficult for somebody to score on you guys. It is evident that you guys definitely miss Gabriel, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, big time.
But you guys have majority of your team back, where that's why you guys went out and signed all these players because they can fill in because of injuries. I also think that I don't think you guys are gonna win the league, unfortunately. But let's see how it's gonna go, man. Because I'm watching this game and I was like, Wolves have 2 points. 2 points.
I know.
Wolves is dead bottom of the league. They're like literally the league beating stick, and I'm like, why is Arsenal struggling with the Wolves? Arsenal B team should be able to beat these guys, but I mean, I can't talk bad. I'm a Man U fan, so but
yeah, but you guys don't struggle. I saw you guys play Wolves. It wasn't even close. You could have given them 6. Look, they were organized today, but it's how we play, right? We're not creating anything. Anything. Martinelli is clueless when it comes to football. He can play as a sub. He can run in behind. But apart from that, Saka played well today. But
I mean, to be honest, a win. I always look at it like this: a win is a win. Go and recuperate and just go again. The good thing is, if you guys have draw this game, then City would have potentially going to win tomorrow and tie the game, and that's all. You don't want to give City any sort of momentum to come up.
But City don't look like they're going to lose a game anytime soon.
Well, I mean,
even with their poor defensive, they look like they can score goals at will.
Yeah, they did. They played well against Madrid in the midweek. I mean, yeah, they gave up opportunity, but they could have scored a lot more than what they scored. It was just a very open game. But like I said, I'm watching their game, and it seems like their style is changing a little bit. Pep is giving the players more freedom to be more creative.
Yeah,
it's like just change from the years. But if they somehow get the because like remember they 2 wing back, the right back and left back are midfielders. So
yes.
And if you see the first goal that Real Madrid scored is because Nico Riley was upfield and he just was oblivious. So if they get those 2 together, then then they're gonna be good. But I do think that's actually going to be a close because I remember when the year started, everybody said Arsenal's going to run away with it. They do not look good. Aston Villa looks good, and I do think that if Arsenal play like one of the quote unquote top 6, they'll also struggle to beat them. You know what I mean? Which let's see. But I
think we'll play better against the better team just because we don't play against low block. We don't play against and that even if against low block, you should be able to create something. We're not creating anything. Gokares is a Titanic. He can't turn. Man struggle to turn. It's hard to watch. It's a hard watch. Trust me.
I mean, it is also true that you play down to your competition. You know what I mean? Sometimes so that can also say something. Didn't Arsenal play in the Champions League this week?
We beat Club Brugge 3-0, but they got chance after chance after chance. They could have scored 4 against us. The score was not reflective of the run of play.
They played 2 games 2 days ago, so you also you can see with them for this one.
We played on Wednesday. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah. Well, I just called. Oh, you're cranky. I forgot to tell you. I passed my board exam.
Awesome, man. So what does that mean though for you? What does that mean for you?
You see those numbers that you see behind the doctors. Sure, when you go to the hospital, they have all these FCC blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It just means that I'm board certified. That's all it is.
Oh, because I realized when I go to the doctor, they always say they're board certified. I'm like, what does that mean? So it's like a CPA exam where you got your license, but it's
Yeah,
different
so
because you
like,
got your doctor's license already, but now
yeah.
you're board certified. So what's the difference in the exam you take for your final medical exam versus being board certified?
So you get two exams. You get exam by the government, the Medical Board of the United States.
Right.
Yeah, that's a three-part. So you have part one in medical school, part two in medical school, part three in residency. And then when you do a specialty, you get a specialty exam. Like so,
Oh, okay.
if you're a surgeon, you get an oral board and you get a written board, right? So oral board, you have to, you know how you have to defend your case.
You
So
defend
like
your thesis or something. Yep.
similar, yeah. That's for surgery, but for cards, it's like you do like echo board and all that. It's just a bunch of pretty much. It's like a computer board exam where you sit there and answer a bunch of simulations for 8 hours a day, pretty much. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like I
Awesome.
told
Awesome.
school, yeah, it was a 2-day exam, so I passed that, so it was good. So,
Nah, it's a good thing. So that means that's more money then.
I mean, whenever you have it, like, it's just that insurance is very peculiar. Like, they want to, they want you to be board certified, as well as most hospitals want, because it's a flex. Like, I'm board certified because it's like, you can be an accountant and not a CPA, right? You're
Yep.
an accountant.
Yep.
You just get more pull if you have that CPA next to your name.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, it suggests that you have gone through all the rigors of the exam, and some doesn't mean that you're the best accountant, but at least you theoretically should be good given the requirements of the exam.
It also means that you're actually can pass. It's usually like I said, some people can pass an exam, some people can't, but it just shows that you're disciplined enough to sit and complete a task and pass the exam. Because it's the reason why a lot of people don't fail is because it's a very long exam. You get burnt out and like that stuff, because it's an 8-hour exam. It's very long.
8 hours is a long time.
Yeah, I get there at 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't leave until like 5 o'clock. It's pretty long.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, bring lunch and everything. Just eat. I mean, I don't eat because I get if I eat, I fall asleep. So I just did the whole thing without eating.
You could pass easily without even studying, right? You just have chat in your back pocket.
No, you can't do that. There's camera. No, there's cameras. Like the way how they do it, there's a camera above you, a camera in front of you. And every time you get up to go to the bathroom, they search you with metal detector and fingerprint.
So what you do is you make Elon Musk put that imprint in your brain.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, it has been some people who attempted. There was somebody in Canada who attempted to cheat. Like he put a little spy camera in his glasses, and they found it.
Oh yeah. Oh, like a Meta glasses. You put in your camera.
Yeah, because you're allowed to bring your glasses. So what they do, they're supposed to search you, but they're allowed. But if you do that, you can never practice in the U.S. at all.
Well, people are desperate,
I mean, it's not an easy exam. It's like, first of all, it costs $2,000 to take it, and number three, they offer it once a year. So if you fail it now, you have to wait a whole year to take it.
Yeah, I have a mentee was an engineer, and he was just having difficulty passing that exam. It was a very difficult exam, though.
All of these exams are difficult. I think the CPA rank amongst the most failed exam. It's really difficult to pass.
Yeah, I know a lot of people fail the CPA. I didn't find here's what I found about CPA exam. You just gotta spend time preparing for it. It's about spending time preparing for it.
It's hard to do that when you work though, Cranky, because like I don't know.
Yeah, so you know something? When I took the exam was when you work those ridiculous hours. So what you do is you find a job in public accounting where you're not working 16-hour days. If say you work 10-hour days, for example, and then you stay after work and study. You don't go home to study. So you get home like 12, you're back at work at 7. That was what I did when I took the exam. Just go to work, study at the job till like 12 o'clock. Say from 8 to 12, you study 4 hours and then go home. And then you study on weekend. But sometimes you worked on weekend in busy season, so it make it difficult. But no, if you spend the time doing it and really studying, you should be okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was only sleeping like 4 hours a day, man. I go to work and get off at 8, and I'll just study till maybe sometimes 12, 1 o'clock, because I was like, I don't want to repeat this. I'm determined to do it. Weekends, I'll just wake up at 6 and then study all the way till like 6 p.m.
You mean 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.? That's a long time to study.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. You don't know what they're going to do. You pretty much have to know everything. Like, it doesn't mean they're going to give you everything, but you have to familiarize with everything.
That's the problem, That's the problem, which is you got to study much more than you are required to for the exam, but you don't know what's on the exam. So you just got to make sure you cover everything, actually.
Correct. And exam is different from real life. in, ideally they're supposed to mimic the real life, but
No, they're not.
exams,
They're night and day. They're night and day. You can't tell a
exactly.
person how they feel and how that feeling it can equate to what you learned, but sometimes it doesn't because there are a lot of other components to it, right? I tell you my head is hurting,
Yeah,
but really it's a nerve in my back someplace that caused a headache, and you think it's just the head itself, and you
yeah,
treat the
because
wrong thing.
you know how there's like Becker review and all that stuff for CPA.
Yeah,
Like in what I was doing, so what I realized quickly when I was doing practice questions, I'm like, okay, this patient come like this. I'm like, okay, in my hospital we did it like this, and I was getting the question wrong. So it's like basically it's ideally how the test writer wanted to be done. You know, there's proper way and there's a way to deviate, but you still get the same results. It's like out there, sure. Like for instance, Ozempic, right, Cranky? Ozempic is for diabetes, right? But it also causes weight loss. So it's like ideally this is what I would do in my hospital, but in off label it helps for weight loss. Ozempic is not was not it was not market for weight loss. It was actually market for diabetes, but
right.
it so happened that it costs weight loss, so everybody wants it. You know,
Wait.
so
I'm,
it's
I'm
like
confused about something. So part of the reason diabetes is about having extra weight, isn't it? Most people, a lot of people have
no,
diabetes.
no, no, that's not true.
It does, yeah, but a lot of people with diabetes are extra. Those have an extra weight, don't they?
Yeah, but Cranky, there's several different type of
No,
diabetes.
I understand. I understand, but I'm just saying in general.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. The classic type of diabetes that me and you, that most people know that's not in the medicine field, is type 1 diabetes,
Right.
is type 2. Type 2 is the one where classically people are overweight. Type 1,
Right.
you can be skinny. Type 1 is skinny.
Yeah. But type 2 you can manage, right? You can't manage type 1 in traditional
Yes,
sense.
you can manage both of them. Type 1 just need insulin. Type 2 is like, type 1 means you don't have any insulin at all.
No,
Type 2 means
what
your
I mean
insulin
is this.
works.
What I mean, type 2 could just be lifestyle, right? Versus type 1 is not lifestyle, it's inherited.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Because type 1 is autoimmune, it's inherited. Yes.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Type 2 is weight, diet and exercise. So like my dad got diagnosed with type 2. So what I told, with diet and weight loss, so he's not on any medication. So it's just diet and weight loss. Because remember, when you work, remember insulin. So I mean, I don't know if anybody want to know this, but
no, we all want to know this. Yeah, we all want to know this.
When you eat, right, you have insulin, your pancreas, you have insulin and glucagon. It's like they opposite of each other, right? So when you eat that sugar is glucose, and then insulin come and say, yo, come here. And they took up that insulin from your blood and put it in your cell, right? To store it. But when you don't have any, when that's not working, the sugar stay around in your blood, and that can cause all type of damage. So stuff that will help you with that when you work out, because when you work out, you get very acidic, and you're using up all of that sugar. That's why we tell people to work out, right? Because remember, in biochemical breakdown, when you eat fat, Cranky, fat is your energy source, right? That's why when you see athletes, when they run so much, they give them fat to eat. That's the energy source. So what happened? Fat break down into carbohydrates. Carbohydrate is sugar.
Okay. So when you eat carbs, it does not give the energy too?
Yes, carbs is a resource. Yeah, because it breaks down into sugar.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's why when people who got diabetes say low carbs diet, because carbs break down into sugar and fat.
Okay.
So when you eat bread, you know how people like hard dough bread, they eat that like my dad. He just go.
Yeah, I used to have 2 hard dough bread. I used to take a picture with 2 hard dough breads in my hand. I used to eat that like I drink water, frankly. I don't even drink water that much as I eat it, but it's not good for you. It's just bad for you.
Yeah, that breaks down it. So that's why we tell, like if you have diabetes, like, certain stuff that's very sweet, like watermelon, all that stuff, you have to stay away from that stuff. You have diabetes, right? Because it's just too sweet. But then when you work out, you sweat, that takes up all of the glucose out of your blood and store it away. So that's why we always say the first thing for diabetes is diet and exercise, meaning what you eat. And if you're going to, I always tell patients, go on CDC website and they have a diabetic diet. Or me, I always counsel them and say, hey, listen, if you are going to eat carbs, 1 spoon or whatever. I know nobody wants to do that, right? But what people do, they cheat, correctly, meaning that they'll eat whatever they want and take more pills because the pill, and that eventually will catch up to you,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's people with diabetes that can lose their eyes. You know that? Sugar, you lose the foot. When you say people, they cut off foot, that's from diabetes.
So what? Your body not getting enough insulin? Is that it?
No, so what happened is the sugar will dominate nerves in your body, right? So
okay.
The sugar damage nerves. So like whenever people have that, they feel like pins and needles like sticking them. They call it neuropathy, because what happened is the sugar damage everything. So even people they have gastroparesis, meaning that like gastroparesis is like cells in your stomach. The sugar damage that means you get early satiety. You're always vomiting,
Right.
like you get full fast. So we have to give them medication to actually make them digest stuff, and that's all from the sugar. The sugar can blind you. So like if you with diabetes, they have sugar in the eye, you get blind because it damages your nerve. Diabetes is the single worst disease you ever want to get because most people with diabetes die from heart failure.
So when I see my AC1 is like 6.4, I should be nervous then.
Yeah, it needs to be lower than that, 5.8.
Yeah. I was at 6.4 and I got up to 5.7, then went back up to 6.4. Because you gotta enjoy yourself when you eat too. So that's a challenge.
Yeah, but the A1C is a accumulation over 3 months though, not once. So it's a accumulation for 3 months. So 1 month you may be good, and then the other 2 months probably was poor. But what I would say, diabetes is the single most disease you don't want to get, cranky. It damages your kidney, and remember, you need your kidney. Your kidney is your flushing source. So if you have bad kidney,
right,
you can get certain medication. Yeah. So that's why most people with diabetes have died from heart failure, so which is where I come in, like from the cardiac standpoint, because it's the single most. I tell people this all the time. The single most disease you don't want to get diabetes. It is terrible.
Yeah.
Not only that, it kills your leg. You see what these people? There's 1 foot. There's 1 foot people. That's from diabetes. Because what happened is, if you have diabetes, you have no nerve. So what people do, they kick their feet, right, and then they end up getting like infection. But what happened is that you're not getting no sources. No. Remember, blood, cranky, carries oxygen. Oxygen is what heals you. Give you wound healing. So when you have diabetes, you have neuropathy. The nerves and all that stuff is damaged. There's nothing going in there. So you got not getting no wound healing. So typically, if me or you who doesn't have diabetes, you cut your leg, you get blood flow going down. You heal back on a certain point. People who don't have diabetes, they can't heal. So that sore get worse and worse and worse. They get infected. You have to cut off your whole foot.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Actually, we want to keep our foot. So I believe the best thing one should do is go in the gym. Eat better, but also be in the gym.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because the stuff that we like is what's bad for us, right?
Yes, definitely.
You just have to. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Cranky. I eat 1 meal a day, 1 meal, and it's at dinner. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch.
But how don't you get hungry during the day?
I mean, the thing is that because I move a lot, I'm constantly moving. I don't sit around unless I'm moving from room to room, and I'm writing notes and stuff. I drink a lot of water. If my pea's not white, I'm not satisfied. So I drink a lot of water. I'll eat a snack here and too. Like, you know what I mean? I'll eat a snack, but never a full meal. When I get home now is when I eat, usually.
Because I used to have someone at my old workplace who, his routine was he wouldn't eat after 4 p.m. any day.
Yeah, some people are like that. Yeah,
and he had a fat-based diet too, which was really interesting. He had a fat-based diet, and he didn't eat after 4 p.m. He didn't eat meat. It was a really interesting diet that he had, and he looked fit. And he worked out a lot too, actually.
Yeah, so that he needs that fat-based diet because that stores into that's
the energy.
Yeah. Because remember, Cranky, the quick biochemical breakdown in your body, right? The first thing you do, that's why bodybuilders eat a lot. Whenever you starve yourself, the first thing you lose is amino acids. Amino acid is the building block of muscle. Right?
Yeah.
So in essence, what I'm saying is that the first thing you lose is muscle, right? And then after that, you can store fat. Fat is storing your body. Technically, you can go 9 days or so without eating, and you'll be fine because that's how long fat is. It takes the fat for burnout. Your fat.
Yeah.
So So that's how some people eat a high fat diet. Me generally, I don't do that. Like I said, I eat 1 meal a day, and my diet pretty much consists of
wait. You know what we should do? We should do a show on one of these topics. You pick it. We'll talk about it. You should do a show on one of these.
I'm free up now. I took my test, so I have a lot more time. I went to work today, and I came home at 12 o'clock. So I've been just sitting around watching game all day.
So you text me and tell me what topic you're going to talk about. That's very important, especially to our people. From a health standpoint, I will do a show.
I think for us in the Caribbean, because a lot of so a quick one thing for us in Caribbean, right? We have more so of the inherited diseases versus white people have more of the autoimmune diseases.
Okay.
Inherited disease meaning that high blood pressure. And the reason why we have high blood pressure obviously is because of our diet. Diabetes, we have that. It's actually a known research have shown that we have more of that, right?
We don't have any diet. We just eat bad food. Diet to me suggests that you trying to eat
Correct.
well.
So that's why I said That's why I said acquired. That's why I said certain things. The acquired meal, what we can avoid is us. The inherited stuff like autoimmune, hypothyroidism, and all that stuff is most on the white people's side, right?
Right.
They get that. So a lot of things that we can do, like diet and exercise. I mean, like I said, I personally grew up in Jamaica, and I used to walk everywhere. I play ball. I did everything. So a lot of those things that we do in Jamaica, we can help, right? We can get over it.
Yeah, but the problem, Dr. Dan, is this. In Jamaica, when I went to high school, we ate almost every single day dough and patty and cocoa bread. So you eating flour, right? And you eating patty, which the crust and all that is also dough around some kind of meat. And then you're gonna drink some Pepsi or whatever it is as your juice. So it's all sugar. There's sugar everywhere. It's not a balance. I mean, you go home, you probably eat dumpling and banana, carbs, along with some chicken or something. It's the worst diet ever.
I'm surprised I didn't get that. When like I said, I grew up in the I grew up there, and I was getting dumpling, banana, yam, all that stuff. And guess what? That's the carb. The protein to ratio, I was get like 1 piece of chicken, and I was drinking sugar and water. I was like, looking back at it now, I can't it was by the grace of God. But also as a young kid, I was always outside playing soccer, going. So that helped, like I said, that helped. I was never sitting around and not doing anything, right?
Right.
So all those things plays into us. And also another thing that I realized as well, we have a lot of natural organic stuff in Jamaica. It's just the other additives that we put in it. The additives that we put, like we always have to fill up our things with seasoned salt, it's the additives that.
Well, that's why the Rasta man them always look so fit. No, I'm saying look fit. Look maga. Them eat more natural, more organic food, real organic food. A lot of Rastas in Jamaica normally didn't eat some of the carbs that we eat. They would eat some carbs, but mainly your cooked banana or your breadfruit. They're gonna eat a lot of stuff from the land, which is not manufactured or processed food.
Yeah, that's why you see all these organic stores here so expensive.
Yeah,
because that's what's good for your body. But it's when we add extra additives to it is what's bad. I'm telling you, Cranky, I always tell my patients, I said, listen, I don't want to put nobody on medication, Cranky, because every medication has side effects. But we have something we call risk benefit, right? You know this, Cranky, as an accountant. The risk outweigh the benefit, or the benefit outweigh the risk. Like, for instance, somebody who have rapid heartbeat, right? We call that atrial fibrillation. Your heartbeat is beat fast. I have to put you on blood thinner, because if I don't put you on blood, you're going to get a stroke, right? But you have increased rate of bleeding now. If somebody cut you, you're going to end up going to the hospital, because you're not going to stop bleeding. And that's why I'm to one of my patients. That's why I'm to one of my patients. She came in yesterday with a stroke because she wasn't taking her blood thinner. She didn't want to do it, and she ended up getting a stroke.
What? She didn't take the blood thinner. Why she didn't want to take it?
Okay, so depending on the blood thinner that you have to check your blood level of that blood thinner, right? So hers we call warfarin. They call it Coumadin. I mean, it's a blood thinner basically. So when damn, I feel like I'm giving you guys. You're probably not gonna understand this, but all right. So Cranky, you know how water flow, right? Water is laminar, flow from high to low. If water doesn't flow, what happens? It coagulates. If blood doesn't flow, it coagulates, right? Just sit there and coagulate.
Okay.
So when it coagulates, right, it will break off and cause stroke to the brain, right? So what happens is we have a blood thinner where they break up the blood and let it flow laminar, like flow. So that's why whenever you do the EKG and all that stuff, Cranky, that's why they do the EKG for. You know those little sticky they put on your chest when you go to the
Yeah. And they put all the wires on you to monitor your heart or whatever.
Yes, that's what we do it for. So in her case, she ended up having she had that, but she did not take her blood thinner. She ended up with stroke. So now, sadly, it's so bad. When you get stroke, Cranky, as you know, that's it's Dutch. You can't move your hand. Depends on what area in your brain is messed up. You can't talk. You can't move. In her case, she lost her whole upper body. She's dead. It's like very flat. She can't even pick her hand up. I pick her hand up and just drop. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah. So
she has no feeling. She doesn't have feeling.
She has feeling, but she has no use of that side of her arm. So she had a stroke in the right side of her brain. So that means that she lost her left side because they're opposite sides. So if you have a right side, you lose your left side. If you have left side, right side.
Okay.
The MRI. Yeah. So
So let's talk and do where do I'm sure then. Where do I show my other channel?
I'm free. I think a common topic that we probably could talk about, like I said, we can talk about diabetes. You can talk about the connection between diabetes and heart failure. Because I don't know how much of your viewers, because sometimes people don't like to talk about their medical and private platforms, but like heart disease is the number one killer in all of America, in the whole world, because it links to everything, right?
Yeah.
So
you know what's funny? Somebody said they just confirmed what you said on ChatGPT.
Oh, I mean, I have my listen. I am a graduate of.
No. It's not giving you a hard time. It's just that nowadays I do this a lot, as you know. They go to AI. They go to AI to say, you know what the doctor saying is right. So you take your exam is a good thing, because the chat that chat can get information from everywhere.
I'm on my phone, so I can't really see. But whoever it is, I am a graduate of Howard University, Washington D.C., the medical school that kicks out most black doctors, and I'm a board certified physician. I got my results last week, so yeah, and I passed. I passed handily. I didn't barely pass. I actually passed handily. So.
No, it's good though. It's interesting today when we go forward. You and I have talked about this, right? The role of doctors and AI and what that means. I did a show the other day with AI, but it fell out on me. What were we talking about? I did a show with AI. I'm gonna do a show with two AIs debating topics. Actually, I'm gonna do a show with two AI, Gemini 3 and Chat, debating some topics. Gotta figure out what the topics are. But I find AI fascinating, and it's getting better. It's getting more dangerous every day and better every day. It's gonna be interesting to see where we go with this, Dr. Dan. It's gonna be very interesting to see where we go with AI and the world and all that. Because it's getting more and more powerful and more and better and beneficial, but also more dangerous.
Yeah, I honestly, Cranky, I'm down. I can.
Oh, somebody want to have a show to talk about what happened to the University of Michigan football coach. I would love that topic. Oh yeah, hey, Drew Ross, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's probably Cranky. That's probably true. We probably should get a panel, but. Again, I have more time now, so that's good.
You want panel for the University of Michigan one?
I don't. Cranky, I feel heavy about this because.
All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
In this situation, Cranky, it could be two things, right? Maybe the woman just get jealous because he's probably messing with somebody else, or he was like, because sometimes they can blackmail you. So it was a white person, right?
Yeah.
He said, sometimes when you leave a woman, that So okay, here's an example.
But he got arrested though, right? He got arrested for stalking or something.
Yeah, here's the problem. In the hospital, they tell us do not mess with our subordinates, right? Because we are technically hired. And if I mess with a nurse, I can get in trouble because technically they can say I'm doing it for bullying because I have more power. The nurse can get fired. Yep. It happens anyways. They're subordinates, right? So it could be one time, cut and good. You just get a little something and run it, right? But if the woman is jealous, she can report you. And then the second most in the hospital, the second most lawsuit, apart from malpractice, is quote unquote sexual harassment, and some of them are legit, not legit. Even with hospitals, because they don't want their name put on blast, they will settle. But the problem is, if I get a lawsuit right now, it follow me because there's a 5-year that the lawsuit could follow me. So if I go to the other hospital, it can follow me. So whenever you're looking for another job, they always ask you, have you been sued before? Because that hospital technically will be liable. It takes about 5 years, depending on what it is. So it's a whole, to me, I don't know 100% of the story. I did read a little bit about it, but it could be one, to me, I don't know why black people do this. I know we love women, but you have power, man. Just fish somewhere else. You can't be fishing the same pond, you know what I mean?
She looks good. She looks young, not good, but she looks young.
Yeah, but Cranky, listen, let me tell you something. I have a woman, right? But I have a girl right now. Cranky, I walk around the hospital, all the nurses is trying to talk to me. Every one of them. This one nurse, Cranky, very brazen about it. Like, listen, I know you're stressed out with work. I don't want nothing serious. Let's hang out. I'm like, brazen. So for him, he has millions of dollars. Go somewhere else, fish somewhere else. Not only that, he's going to have to pay $1,000.
Yeah, but it's a convenient fish. When you're a football coach, you spend a lot of time in university, So it's a convenient fish.
It is a convenient fish. That is 100% true. But is it worth millions and millions of dollars? He's not going to get hired by nobody else. His career is just as good as done.
No, his career is not done. The arresting. Wait. The arresting is to work it out. But go look at the Houston coach. His career is not done. When you and I know this, when you're an exceptional talent, if he is, they will need some time for people to get over what transpired. It's not like the Mason Greenwood situation, right? It's a relationship thing. even though the one for Boston coach was a similar situation. It was even worse because that person was in a relationship that he had a relationship with. But Ume, what's his name, Udaka, whatever his name is, he took some time off, took a year off, lost his Boston job. The new coach came in, win the championship. But when you're brilliant, if you are brilliant, it will be difficult, but somebody will hire you. It has nothing to do with his players, it has to do with the relationship. And that's men's weakness. But here's the thing, Dr. Dan and Drew Ross, who say wouldn't be in the panel, we're going to have a show. Let me know when you guys are available. We're going to have a good show on this topic. I will be the moderator. So I don't have to get myself in trouble. So I'll get myself in trouble. I'll be the moderator. I'll be the moderator. It should be a good topic. Should be a really good topic.
All right. So anytime this week I'm free. So
you mean next week? When you said this week, you mean next week?
Yeah, next week. So just link with Drew Ross and then link me up, and we can go about doing it. I think both is a good because you know, I will say this: whenever I do have black patients in the hospital, I spend a little bit more time with them, and a lot of them come in and they have these diseases and they do not know what they're supposed to be eating and stuff because a lot of their primary.
No. So that's two different. There's two different topics. There's a topic about health, and we can figure out what the subject is, and a topic about relationships, which is that relationship between different persuasions or whatever it is. I'll figure out how to phrase it, but we'll have that conversation too.
Yeah. So which one you want to do first?
I would prefer to do the most important one first, which is the health. It's not going to give me the most views. I'm trying to help our people be better. We can do 2 in 1 week, by the way. 2 in 1 week. And everybody want to do the more viral one first, which would be the relationship, because it's new. But the Michigan coach is married. That's not surprising.
Oh, he's married?
I didn't know he was married.
Wow.
Yeah, Ume was not married, but Ume was mentioning a married person, wasn't he? I think the person Ume was mentioning was married. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
This guy's she's probably gonna walk away half that money. Wow.
Well, you're not sure she's gonna divorce him. I mean, that's to be determined.
Why would she not divorce him? She's gonna divorce him and take half of his money if they don't sign a prenup.
Well, it's three kids. All right, let's talk after that. We'll talk. I'll link you. All right. All right, everyone. Bless up. Arsenal won. You know, I forgot we were doing a football show. Arsenal won. Not a good win. In fact, an awful win. But we're gonna come back next week, as Dr. Dan mentioned. Hopefully, Drew Ross is available. We'll do We'll do a panel discussion on the Michigan coach situation, but a more generic conversation about the separate relationships where you have power. You know, it's the more subordinate and a more senior person relationship. You know, a boss and subordinate, or person in a powerful situation and somebody who's less off so, which is very challenging and difficult for the person who's subordinate, frankly. And I've seen that happen in the workplace, bad situations. So we will talk about some of those stories. But I'll build a show and have Dr. Don come on and Drew Ross, and maybe get somebody else. Let me think about who else to get. Maybe I'll get AI, frankly. And then we'll have the show about the health situation. He gave a 50% raise. Yeah, these things always happen, right? I've seen some bad situations in my time, as you can imagine. Thankfully enough, when I was in corporate, I was smart enough not to get myself in any trouble in that situation. I'm smarter than that, because that's crazy. But so we'll talk about that. So next week, people, we're going to have those shows. The show on that situation probably should go viral. And we'll do it on the other channel. We won't do it on Cranky Live. We're going to do it on Balance View. And then we'll do one on the whole health situation on both channels, actually, because I think if you're on both channels, health is an imperative and important. So join me next week. You run from the nurses, them doctor. No, man, if you run towards them, man. Doctor, I run from woman. You can't run from woman, doctor. Doctor, run towards woman. But people, join me next week. Before you go, hit the like button. We're going to do some shows next week. We're going to do some, maybe 1 or 2 sports shows. We'll do those topics. It's getting more and more interesting. So, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you know anybody who love these topics and these subjects, I'm expanding my horizon. I'm gonna do a show on. My show I did in the car really don't. I get like 4,000 views, and I'm very encouraged by it. So I'll do more of those. I'll do the relationship show, and I'll do the health show, and I want to do something in real estate also. So that may be another show that we do. So maybe I can do 4 or 5 shows next week without spending tons of time doing videos, which takes too much time. All right, people. So thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Have a good weekend. I'm going to watch my Knicks now, and we'll talk. Peace out.